Mulligan. Garrity.
Go away.
How do you spell gorilla? 2 R's or 2 L's? Gorilla, gorilla. G-O-R-G-G-G-O! G-O! Just sit tight, Mr. Stevens. The gorilla will get you over our dead bodies. Dead bodies.
On some dark and stormy night, while the tempest blows, if someone whistles, that's mysterious.
Take him off. We know you.
There's a man of mystery that's roaming through the land. Ooh. Far and near you hear of him, he's found on every hand. Every city, town, and village knows of him by now. There's a way to recognize him, let me tell you how. If you're past that midnight dark, by a graveyard road, and someone whistles, that's mysterious mouse. Or on a dark and stormy night, while the tempest blows, if someone whistles, that's mysterious mouse. He sees all, he knows all, he gets in everywhere. Some night he might wait for you up on the stairs, so when you're going down the cellar, walk upon your toes. And if someone whistles, that's mysterious mouse.
Hey, ooh, ah, ooh, Everybody's talking of me everywhere you go.
Who I am or what I am, nobody seems to know.
In the mountains, at the seashore, anywhere at all. Any time of day or night, you're apt to hear me call. Yeah, now, you know, but
That's Mysterious Mouse.
That's Mysterious Mouse.
that's Mysterious Mouse. That's Mysterious Mouse.
Hey, listen, there's a lot of funny business going on out here that I think you ought to look into before it's too late. What? Well, this is Millie out at... I think you know who killed those doctors. You've got to tell us in order to prevent other deaths.
I can't. I can't do that.
Look. Blood.
Good evening, goblins and ghouls, and welcome to the Friday Night Scream Stream. I'm your host, Spakenstein, joined as always by my very good friend, Mr. Evan Sink.
Good evening, everybody.
And how are we doing tonight, Evan?
I'm feeling good. It is our season finale, and I don't want to take away Garrett's job here, spoil anything, but I think we're in for
could it
something.
Could it be?
Could it be? What?
It's our season finale, so you know what that means. If we didn't just spell it out for you enough, it's Bela Lugosi time. That's what that is.
It's also Friday the 13th.
Happy Friday the 13th, everybody. It is, and I hope it's been a wonderful, unlucky day
Hope
for
you
everybody.
Just had just a terrible day.
I hope it's just been nothing but catastrophe and disaster. Or no, I'm just kidding. Again,
Just kidding. Hope you had a good one, but if you didn't, hey, glad you made it. Maybe we can make you feel a little better.
yeah. Hope you stayed safe, and if you didn't, and you're really just wound up, now's your chance to unwind here with us. Yeah, and it's too bad it's not the end of season 13. You know, because
Oh,
it would
gosh,
be
would've
hitting
been
the 13 and the just all the
Yeah, remind
lining
us.
up. Well, because our film, of course.
What season are we?
This is
finishing
season 16 that we are.
up? Gosh, it gets easy to lose count when
Doesn't
you're
it?
in season 16.
And also, when you do 4 seasons a year, you
Yeah.
know, it's kind of. But
You're just counting the seasons.
right, exactly, and so happy that you could all be here for this finale, and
Yeah, we got a lively chat already. Love to see it.
we got a great group. A lot of our good friends, of course. Alana, Sears, Old Radios, Fresh, Courtney in the house, James, Scott. I know I've seen. Hold on, I saw. Of course, Kathy's in here. Joe Cola, and
Excuse me, I think you mean trivia champion
oh,
Joe Cola.
my apologies. Let me. Sorry, let me not shortchange our new trivia champion, Mr. Joe Cola. Congrats again on your victory last night. Hard fought, and you and Alana duked it out all the way to the inevitable coin flip, because should have known it was gonna go to a tie, but what can you do?
But it still counts. You got the glory. You got the figurative gold.
Right. It's again, bragging rights, but also gonna help figure out what we're gonna watch for the next season's minisodes. Although I think Joe's gonna take a page out of Alana's book and open it up to everybody, but I'm still gonna let Joe narrow down the choices.
Well, we've already got one suggestion from Sears.
Oh, okay.
If y'all have any other ideas, any serials or series possibly?
Okay, yes, Sears. I'll look at that. I'll add it to the list. And yeah, I
Hey,
mean,
that is Uncle Evan on TV.
oh yeah, well, yeah. Isn't that wild? Look, you made it, Evan. That's what.
Hey, happy Friday.
Happy Friday, indeed. And
Thanks for tuning in.
I mean, hey, family, right? Isn't that what Vin Diesel says? Yes.
Do any of your family members watch this show, Garrett?
They know better, I think. They know, they're used to hearing me just prattle on all the time. They're like, we don't need it. We get enough of it at home. We don't
I have
need
to
it.
remind myself my mom watches this show sometimes.
Ah.
I didn't say anything.
So it's like what got to be on his P's and Q's. So
always minding my manners.
yeah, come on, Evan. We can't get outrageous here, okay? We keep it relatively family friendly. So again, it's just good to have a full house in here tonight as we close out this winter season. And again, it's just been good to have everybody on these Friday nights, after long weeks, hard weeks. The winter is kind of a little tough. It's definitely tougher for me. It's just kind of cold and dark. And, so these movies have been a good way to kind of reset every week.
Yeah.
And so it's nice to close it out again, like we always do. Every season, we close out with the patron saint of our show, as we alluded to earlier, of course, Mr. Bela Lugosi, who, again, probably the actor that we've seen the most on this show.
We make a habit of it.
Oh, yeah, right. Because we realized that we could. Because it's like,
there's enough of them.
Bela Lugosi's got a whole bunch of public domain movies, so yeah, it was like within the first season, although I definitely, we got to the point where like, all right, we got to save the Lugosi movies for end of the season. But there was a time where we were just kind of burning through them. So we still got plenty. Don't worry. We still have plenty. But it's funny to kind of get to a point where like we've definitely seen 16 Lugosi movies, right? Like,
right. Well, last season we did a rewatch.
You're right. I forgot about that. That was the first rewatch that we've done. White Zombie, of course.
Great film, lots of fun.
Exactly. One of his classics for sure. Probably one of the better public domain horror movies that he did. And again, it's Lugosi when he was a little younger in his career. We've kind of, with all these movies, we've seen, a wide range of his work throughout his career. And tonight is really interesting because it's going to be the first time that we've got a Lugosi movie that goes back before Dracula.
Yeah. What year are we looking at tonight?
So this is the 13th chair from 1929. And so it is fresh, a very fresh sound film. It was just becoming the norm.
Fresh-faced young Lugosi.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and we're gonna get into kind of how he, his career.
Relatively, I guess. How old was he when he played Dracula? It was like
he was 49.
Okay, 49.
He was almost 50. And Karloff was the same way. He was when he was cast as Frankenstein. He was about 50, and they had similar, kind of, similar backgrounds in terms of stage and screen work leading up to those big star-making roles.
Mm-hmm.
But we're gonna get into it tonight because it does give us an interesting chance to see Lugosi. He and we learned this last night. He first started playing Dracula on stage on Broadway in 1927. So this is 2 years after that. So he had already, and after the Broadway play ended, he was touring around the country, basically, playing Dracula. So,
kind of a have fangs will travel.
Right. He was putting in the work, and as he always did. And so I think it'll be fun to kind of talk about what he's doing here compared to, obviously where he would be later in his career. I think it's just gonna be fun. Where it's a murder mystery. You're gonna love a good murder. Which, goodness, how many of those have we had? Definitely more than 16. My goodness, we might be at 25. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I was just saying before the show started. I was kind of reminiscing about the Gorilla. I was happy to see the trailer for that again.
Right. Oh, big time. And welcome, Abtron. Hope you're doing well tonight. Yeah, I love I love the Gorilla. The Gorilla, the Ape, all those. But there was a reason that I showed those two particular Lugosi trailers in the pre-roll. We'll get into it a little bit. We got plenty of time tonight. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. Of course, speaking of fun, of course, as always, Evan brings some special fun of his own with a little cocktail that he pairs with the evening's film in a little segment which he calls
What Were You Drinking?
And what are we going to be drinking tonight, Evan?
So if you've seen any of our previous 9 episodes, you'll know that this season we are revisiting some old recipes that we've had on the show before. Some that were really good, some that I thought maybe we could take another swing at. Maybe they need a little work. And the latter is what we're dealing with tonight. I thought that would be a good way to send off this concept revisiting these drinks, that we're gonna go for kind of a big retooling of the Unlucky 13, which is a cocktail we first had when we were watching the 13th Guest.
Yep.
Which the original recipe was way different than what I have tonight. It was bourbon and it was bourbon, pomegranate juice, and hard cider, and allspice.
Oh, okay.
Which I don't remember if I liked it or not. I mean, maybe it was kind of a forgettable one, but I got that. It was really just it was really a very slight variation of like an existing recipe called the Lucky 13. But as I was going back, I was trying to figure out, okay, well, where did that come from? And there's a few different recipes that call themselves the Lucky 13, so it's not like a standard thing.
Right.
But that one, you know, with the apple and the pomegranate, that's definitely it's a lucky combination, as I've actually learned this week. Because I've learned that around New Year's, and this is kind of we're in February. It's not really New Year's anymore.
Yeah.
We're still kind of close.
We're in the same season. It counts.
I learned that in for Chinese New Year, which I don't know if that's the same time as. When is Chinese New Year or the Lunar New Year? It's not a January, is it? I couldn't tell you.
I'm not sure.
But they do a thing with lucky and unlucky fruits. That certain fruits are considered lucky, certain fruits are considered unlucky.
Okay.
So like pomegranate and I'm pretty sure apple, both lucky fruits. The lucky ones tend to be round.
Okay.
Like money is what I read. That's the reasoning there. The more irregularly shaped fruits, unlucky. So,
okay.
Like a banana, apparently it's shaped like an upturned palm, and so unlucky.
Wait, what? Unlucky? Really?
Unlucky. Bananas are unlucky. So I thought, whenever I read that, if we're doing an unlucky 13, an unlucky cocktail, well, I've got to put some unlucky fruits in the recipe. So we've still got pomegranate. We still got a little bit of good luck, but we're going heavy into banana territory. This is what we're doing tonight. Is kind of it's like a pomegranate dirty banana.
Okay.
So it's dark rum, banana liqueur, pomegranate juice, half and half, a whole ripe banana. We're gonna blend it with some ice and serve it in a glass drizzled with chocolate syrup.
Okay. Sounds so delicious.
So I've got to do a little blending here, and this is
right.
Will make for some excellent TV.
Here, I'll mute your mic and remember to unmute it, and hopefully that'll deafen the sound for your ears at home. No, you're gonna hear that through my mic too. That's all right. Let it ride. Nice.
All right.
We be blending. Oh yeah, God, like you said, it makes for some great TV, doesn't it?
I've actually been kind of looking forward to this. I don't think I've ever had pomegranate and banana and chocolate. I think that sounds okay, right?
It sounds good to me. Yeah, yeah. I'd
Some
say so.
people,
You know what? I forget.
Some people don't like the.
Yeah.
Some people I've learned don't like having a dairy element in their cocktails.
Understandable.
Understandable. But I respectfully disagree. I think any dude, any Lebowski out there could tell you.
Right. Yeah, 100%. You know, I definitely, you get a taste for them White Russians, and it's hard not to. There we go. Nice.
All right. Now we're going.
Evan, I had briefly forgotten to unmute you, but don't worry,
That's okay.
I've done it. So
We're back.
yes,
We're back. We're pouring up. We're gonna kick back.
In our special Scream stream.
That's right. For our season finale, you know I had to break out our special classes.
Courtesy of our very, very, very talented spectral seamstress. Oh, look at that, Evan. Very nicely done, sir. Thank you.
I'll get you a straw.
There you go. Thank you, sir. Nice.
Well, it smells like a banana milkshake. So,
Yep.
yeah, it sounds good to me. I say we give this a try. This is the Unlucky 13. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Pretty good. It's pretty good.
Solid.
It's, yeah.
It has a lot of smoothness.
Yeah,
like,
it's a
but
very-
a lot
I mean,
of like layers.
Very creamy. I'm looking for the pomegranate. It's in there, but it's subtle. It's got a little bit of tartness to it, but I'm getting mostly the banana.
I feel like I don't know, I'm either getting the pomegranate or the liquor. I'm not sure which. But it comes in there kind of like, it's kind of like gosh, it's not like a baked Alaska, but it's like some kind of like thing with like dessert with like layers.
Okay,
And
like,
you get
like an onion.
Yeah, well, but different flavors. It's not because an onion's just an onion.
Right,
You
yeah.
just get something that's, and I don't want to say turducken because I'm not a turducken fan, but kind of like something like that. There's.
What is a dessert equivalent? There's got to be.
Well, that's why I say baked Alaska, kind of, because
Yeah.
it's like
Got layers.
layers. But I'm sure there's some crazy thing out there.
I guess certain cakes have
Yeah,
layers.
that's true. That's true. God, now you're just making me hungry for cake. Dang it. Well, again, thankfully, this is like very much like a dessert
It very much is.
cocktail, so it's gonna.
It's a good way to just send out the season. Something. I said whenever we sat down, we came into the studio and we sat down. I said, okay, now it's time to relax.
And how
Oh,
right?
tiramisu. Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh,
Thank you,
okay,
Laura.
yeah.
Knew there was something. I was
Tiramisu.
like lasagna, casserole, like
Yeah.
what?
Yeah, tiramisu is like dessert lasagna.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, I think you've knocked it out of the park. I wish I remembered what the other one, I guess I can go back and
Yeah.
look
I mean,
to see what my opinion was. But this is
we can try it again sometime. It's a very. It might be kind of an apples to oranges or kind of a apples to bananas comparison.
Right.
But feeling good about this one. Feeling pretty unlucky.
I think it is a great way to kind of close out the season with a winner. So very nicely done, Evan. Again, something sweet. Since we're getting treated with the presence of Lugosi tonight, it's good to get a little treat with our cocktail as well. And yeah, this is pre-Dracula Lugosi, so it's definitely what we're gonna see is different tonight. I've never seen this movie.
It's a talkie, right?
It is a talkie.
Okay,
Like that's what
we're in the 20s, so I wanted to ask.
No, it's you make an important distinction. It was 1929, so 2 years after the first talkie, and by that time it was becoming the norm, even though not every theater was like equipped for sound. So what they would do at this time is they'd put out a sound and a silent version. So there was a silent version of tonight's film that went out.
Sort of like when you go to the movies today and you get the 2D and the 3D version.
Exactly. Yeah, you had options. Which way did you prefer to see it. Some people really
I'm gonna
hated.
see the 13th chair in IMAX.
Yeah. Sure, that's what it felt like back then. Oh my God.
They're talking.
This is an entirely different experience. No, I mean, some people really hated sound. They thought it was just a fad, you know? Like, oh, this is not going to... This will never really be a thing. And same thing with...
I prefer to read my movies.
Yeah. I mean, it's... And, you know, again, it's still very, like, early in sound. So at this time... It was a struggle to record sound. Like, everything had to be so meticulously, like, planned out. You couldn't have a lot of movement, and the microphones had to be, like, just so. The actors had to project just so. Like, and so you couldn't do, like, a lot of, or at least initially, people weren't doing a lot of camera movements. They weren't doing a lot of, like...
Okay, just stand right there and don't move.
Pretty much.
Or else we can't hear you.
Yeah, no, like things got a lot more locked down whenever sound came into the picture because you had these like giant cameras, very sensitive microphones. So, it took time for them to work that out. But, so this is, the first time that we get to, I don't know if this was Lugosi's first sound film, but... I think he made his first film in 1923. So this is 6 years after that. And Lugosi you can tell that he's been playing Dracula on the stage, at least from what I can, like, they've got him, even his makeup looks kind of like a little.
Does he wear a cape in this movie?
No, not quite.
We haven't actually, are we going to say, or should we save?
I was
his
trying
role?
I was trying to decide.
It's a very interesting kind of tidbit.
What
we usually have from Lugosi.
Yeah, I think we can go ahead and point it out, the difference here from, and again, this being pre-Dracula, this is really important, that this is one of the few times in which Lugosi actually plays a good guy, plays a detective.
Not a villain.
Yeah, not a villain. He plays a detective. And, again, this is an old kind of, I don't know if it 100% qualifies as old dark house, but it's definitely a murder mystery. And so, Lugosi playing a detective in a murder mystery, you're like, oh, okay, that's like, but when you hear that's pre-Dracula, it's interesting because then you think of any murder mystery you saw with Bela Lugosi post-Dracula. What was he normally doing? What was his role normally?
He was usually the butler.
The butler and the red herring, right?
Yeah,
like, it was, which was sad. It's such a waste. Like, but we'll get to kind of get into it tonight and seeing him in this role. Do we think he pulls it off? Do we think he kind of got shortchanged? Like, that he didn't maybe get some more roles like this later in his career? And I mean, not to say that he didn't have a few here or there, but it really was very rare. So I think it's going to be fun to see a different side of Mr. Lugosi.
Lugosi, the hero.
The hero, exactly. I can't wait. Anything before we get into the exciting beginning of the 13th chair, Evan?
Do you think with it being like Friday the 13th and welcome Bees Nest, by the way.
Oh, Bees, very nice to see you. Hope you're doing well tonight.
So do you think with it being Friday the 13th, do you think it's one of those things where on maybe today, if you try to get bad luck, maybe you end up with getting some good luck?
I could see that. You play the...
You got like a Freaky Friday.
Right.
I just really don't want to believe that bananas are bad luck. They're so delicious.
They are. Well...
And I forgot to mention, whenever I was reading about the lucky and unlucky fruits thing, I was thinking like, okay, this is fun. Like, this is kind of like a quaint, folksy thing. But then I realized, oh wait, we do that here too. When you were growing up, did your parents ever make you eat the like traditional Southern good luck New Year's meal.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm talking about,
I know what
don't
you're talking
you?
about. Yes.
So, if for the unaware, or in our neck of the woods, on New Year's, it's traditional to eat hog jowls, collard greens, and black-eyed peas, because it's supposed to give you good luck and health and wealth.
The greens are for
money. And,
money.
That was always growing up. That was always my least favorite part of the holidays. It's like you go through Halloween and Thanksgiving and Christmas and New Year's, and then you have to choke down some just.
I could never do it, dude.
I don't.
Now, hog jowl, I don't mind as much, but I've never been able to do the greens, and I just don't care for the black-eyed peas, the food or the band. No, I said. Ooh. But yes, yeah, isn't that funny? Yeah, it's definitely
they're lucky. Those are lucky foods.
That's what they say. I guess hey, maybe I need to be eating more greens and then eating more hog jowl. Yeah, they don't say what happens if you just eat that all year long. Are you just gonna be
just always
winning?
Lucky?
Yeah, I don't know. That's a good question. Well, we'll see what side luck is on tonight as we get into the 13th chair, which this is one of the rare studio films that we have seen on the show. We don't get many on the show, but this is from MGM 1929, directed by Tod Browning, who was the director for Dracula. And so we're going to be talking about Tod Browning later tonight as well, because he's an interesting character in his own right. So a lot of good stuff, and so I think without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into the exciting beginning of our season 16 finale film, The 13th Chair, right now.
Is that a different line? Is that a different line? Or has it always been the same line?
Surely it is. It's got to be a different one. Thank you, Carl, for subscribing. And like all good old Dark House murder mysteries, this is based on a stage play. So. I want more, dude. Yeah, sorry, Jack. Which, welcome, Jack. Welcome, Jenna. Hope
You guys
y'all
just
are
made
doing
it here just in time. Moon Carol? Cool name.
Bela's in the middle of the pack tonight. He probably didn't mind one bit. I will say it's going to be a while till we get Bela, so kind of be prepared for that. Ooh, Alana, that does sound rough. Whoa. Yikes. Gruesome. There's been a murder. The parrot did it. I forgot, this takes place in Calcutta.
Oh, okay.
Sahib Wales, you should not have come in this room.
My dear man,
Ramda, here is 10 rupees. It is yours. If you leave me alone in this room for 10 minutes.
No, no. May the commissioner will blame.
Ramda, I am more interested in finding out who murdered your master than the police.
Commissioner said to me, Ramadas, everything stay same here until the chief inspector he come.
Stand over there. Stand there.
Wow.
Sit down. Stupid mess. Stupid. Ramda, I say, can't you understand that... Now listen, I'll give you 20 rupees, 30 rupees. Will you do what I ask? Will you please do what I ask of you?
Jaldi darwaze ko band karo.
Uh-oh.
Ramda, I could strangle.
वो नहीं जाता रामदास ने मुझे पुलिस बुलाने
उसको वहीं पर रखो हम आके तहकीकात करेंगे घर को बिल्कुल बंद रखो
I say, Commissioner Grimshaw, are you there?
Mr. Wales, I'm thoroughly exasperated. You have not
I
only
think that might be
disobeyed police
Bela back
orders,
there, maybe.
which are becoming a pest.
I say, see here. Oh, hang it all. Listen, I'm positive that I can identify the woman who killed Spencer Lee.
Now explain yourself.
No, it would be most unwise to mention her name. You see, she's very highly connected in official circles.
Careful, Mr. Wales. You're treading on dangerous ground. It's best that you wait there. We'll be right along. Del Tandy, this man Wales is insane. Now he's intimating that it was a woman, highly connected in official circles.
Yeah, there he is.
Highly connected in official circles. These records show
He looks great in a white
this
suit,
woman
man.
was heavily veiled.
Tommy Rock. All Tommy Rock. Most of Spencer Lee's women callers were heavily veiled. Most of them married women.
Yet immediately after her departure, the crime was discovered.
Yes. Edward Wales arrived at the house just as the woman was leaving. He found Lee on the floor with a knife wound in his back. He died in Wales' arms without speaking.
Let us be moving along. I would like to speak with this Mr. Wales.
Just a moment, please. Get me Sir Roscoe Crosby at the residency.
And you found no fingerprints of this woman?
No. Although tea had been served, her cup had not been touched. Sir Roscoe, this is Commissioner Grimshaw. I wish to advise you, sir, that Inspector Del Zante of the Criminal Investigation Department arrived in Calcutta this afternoon.
He looks so sinister.
Thank him, Grimshaw. And assure him that my office is at his service for any assistance he may require.
I guess so.
Yeah, you've missed one. Oh, my dear, so I have. A very good one, too. Rather.
That was Grimshaw. Inspector Del Santi
Sir
of the Criminal
Roscoe.
Investigation Department has arrived.
Roscoe, I know I'm wrong, and I just can't explain my feelings. But at times I find myself hoping, I hope they never find the culprit.
Come, my dear. I admit he was a bit of a rotter, but you mustn't feel that way.
Oh, Father, now please don't start preaching. Mother wasn't thinking of Spencer's morals. Were you, darling?
No, I was thinking of the woman. And Roscoe, I have a feeling that it was that veiled woman. And I dread learning who she is.
Nellie O'Neill.
I say, do you think something could be wrong?
Nellie, wait a minute, please. Nellie O'Neill,
Okay, comic book character.
you know you're stubborn. You're just plain stubborn.
Richard,
When a woman loves a man as much as I love you, it's hard to say no.
But, Nellie, I don't want you
There's
to...
nothing that would make me any happier than to marry you, but I can't.
Well, what is it then, dear?
Oh, quick, let's go eavesdrop.
Everything. Why, do you realize you don't even know who I am or what I am?
Oh, nonsense, darling. I don't care.
But don't you see, dear, there's a great difference between us.
Oh, so that's the bee in your bonnet. You think because you're my mother's secretary that you shouldn't marry me.
Secretary.
Nellie, look at me. Nellie. That can't make any difference to us, dear. And it never will make any difference.
You don't seem to
Now,
understand.
darling, don't be silly. Listen, you come along with me and we'll settle that once and for all.
Oh, but darling,
Now,
don't
you do
you
just as
see
I
what
say.
I'm
Come
trying
along.
Oh, Nellie's a brick, and I shall jolly well cherish her as a sister.
Oh, well, I suppose we shall have to be reconciled to Richard's choice. But after all, it's really his wedding.
Oh, well, rather.
Roscoe, you're an old dear.
Top-ho, Richard.
I don't. Is this supposed to be witty banter?
Well, thanks, Helen. That's awfully nice of you, but I'm afraid you're putting the cart before the horse.
Oh, what do you mean, Richard?
Mother,
What is it, dear?
Nellie's all fussed up because we've got money. She thinks that I'm, you know, what they call in books, marrying beneath me.
Nellie, suppose you listen to an old woman.
Old?
Well, old enough. Now, Nellie, listen. When I married Richard's father, I was a school teacher, and he was a younger son, a captain in the army. We had no money, but we were awfully in love. Now, just for the sake of argument, suppose I had taken your attitude. Why, Nellie, we should have missed many years of happiness. And we still rather like each other. Now, if you want my real opinion, I think Richard's pretty lucky to get you.
Yes, yes, my dear. Take us as you find us, and we'll all try to be happy. Eh?
Ha 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 ha. Whoa. All right. Hell yeah. What? What the hell?
Now the thug has his victim at his mercy.
Why, she released me or strangled. My word, that's not right. You know, all that beastly thing lasts to the mouth of fang.
You know, I once saw a man... You're quite right.
Party
I say, Doctor, the professor seems a bit of a thug himself.
Yes, but he gave a bit of a realistic demonstration.
Oh, dear.
And so, that's the method the thugs use to remove their enemies, eh?
Yes. Which proves to me conclusively that they had no hand in the killing of Mr. Lee.
Oh. So you don't think that Lee's articles attacking the Thuggy cult prompted his death?
A thug never spills blood.
Well, you're forgetting the veiled charmer, Doctor. You know, she's my choice.
Oh, I haven't forgotten the woman. And now that Del Santa's here for the investigation, I feel pretty sure that her identity will soon be disclosed.
Look here. To aid the Crown in its search for the guilty one, I propose a whiskey and soda and a rubber of bridge.
Charming idea. Nellie, see if you can find Richard. He's probably with Sir Roscoe and Mr. Wales.
I told her I thought it'd be a jolly good idea.
Oh, surely, Howard, you're spoofing.
Well, I grant it's a bit grotesque, but nevertheless, Edward Wales has
Yeah,
prevailed
old
from Lady
radio,
Cross
seriously.
to allow that spirit medium or...
See, but again, if this had just been 2 or 3 years later, that would have been Lugosi, probably.
a seance here tonight.
Well, that'll be perfectly thrilling. Marvelous idea. Oh, I see. So tonight we're to dabble in witchcraft and occultism.
Now, if she's a true medium, your eyes will be open. I attended a seance in Berlin at Madame Bogart's, and through her spirit control, I conversed with my dead mother.
By Jove, I have an idea. We should call on the
see
spirit
Ophelia.
of Spencer Lee, and I shall say to him, Spencer, dear old chap, tell us, who killed you?
Oh, Howard. Howard, what? That's just sacrilege.
It is not.
Oh, don't be
It is not.
Nuh-uh. It's a good idea.
So petulant.
What you're talking about.
Rabble,
Mr. Wales, I
rabble,
demand
rabble.
an apology for what you just said.
Richard, calm yourself.
Well, Mr. Wales, I'm waiting.
Richard, in your eyes, my action is almost indefensible. I'm admitting that. But I have very good reasons for asking what I'm asking. Sir Roscoe, I've been your close friend for many years. You've trusted me, believed in me. I'm only asking you not to announce Richard's engagement to Miss O'Neill tonight. After all, 24 hours can't make any difference, Richard. And it may save you all a great deal of unhappiness.
Mr. Wales, I don't know what
Oh,
you've
dear.
discovered, but it's nothing of which I'm ashamed. Nothing.
Dear, you mustn't mind what he says.
But I do. Oh, I know it's about my mother. She's the most wonderful woman in the world, and I won't have her attacked.
Miss O'Neill, I don't know your mother. I've never even heard of her.
Then you'd better explain what
Richard,
you mean by
I'd
this.
rather be shot than do what I'm doing. But if I'm wrong, I'll come to you gladly and say so. I'll apologize to Miss O'Neill on my knees if she likes.
Ned, I don't know what this is all about. But knowing you as I do, I shall take your suggestion.
Oh, but Father, you
Richard,
can't...
please. But I warn you. Tomorrow I shall expect you to explain everything to my entire satisfaction.
You have my
Seriously, Lauren, and welcome, Lauren. Hope you are doing well.
Well, now I think we'll let the matter rest for this evening and join Lady Crosby, eh?
Well, Dad, could I speak
Oh,
to
you've
you
been in
just a
here,
minute?
Lauren. What did I miss?
Will you join the ladies, Ned?
Not paying attention.
Dad, you can't...
Richard. Ned has evidently got up on the wrong foot somewhere. But don't worry. Things will right themselves.
Have we time for another rubber?
Oh, I don't think I would. They'll be here in a minute.
Oh, I'm afraid this seance is going to be
That's
a
what it
frightful
sounded like.
ball.
Oh, don't say that.
Fried for
It may be
ball.
fun. Edward, Madame
How
Lagrange,
droll.
the fortune teller you sent the car for, has arrived.
May we see her now?
Oh, certainly. Shooty, ask Madame Lagrange to please come here.
I say, do you really suppose she expects to be taken seriously?
Oh, why not, ma'am?
Well, then if we don't laugh at her, we'll have no end of fun. I'll rag her terribly, and she'll never know it in all the world.
Oh, Mary, I shouldn't do that.
I'm gonna rag her terribly.
The great Madame Lagrange. But I'll venture I can describe her. Tall, dark-haired creature, a regular adventuress. Am I right?
She's the most remarkable woman I have ever known.
Madame Rosalie Lagrange.
Good evening to all of you. How do you do, Madame Lagrange? I'm well, thank you, ma'am. I'm glad. How are you, Mr. Wales? Sure, it was a grand hack you sent for me.
We wanted you to be comfortable.
Well, I was that. Do you know, when the Hindu gentleman come for me, I thought at first it was the Rajah himself. I hope you were not frightened. Devil a bit, now. I'd like to see the Hindu that could frighten me. They're nice boys, them Hindus. And most of them good Christians. When they're asleep. Won't you sit down? I will, Dad.
I don't get
Thank
it.
you, ma'am. Are you quite comfortable? I am.
So you tell fortunes, hmm?
No, miss, I do not. I get messages from them that's passed on.
Oh.
No, I don't hold with the cards or tea leaves or any of them tricks.
Oh.
Miss, once in a while, I give advice. If I were you, I'd pay that bill of 1,000 rupees you owe in the bazaar.
We are expecting great things from you tonight, Madame
Well,
Lagrange.
you know I owed a bill at the bazaar.
The spirit's spilling all
You
the...
left the bill in your bag in the hall. And while I was waiting, I read it.
And how did you know it was my bag?
Sure. The stuff on the bag matched that stuff on your dress. That's how I knew. Then,
So
there
it's
you
just,
go.
it's just this, just psych.
Here's ma'am and a dime.
She's pretending to be some kind of psychic. She's incredibly observant.
Mr. Wales tell you?
I've told them nothing.
Well then, tell them now, please.
You see, as I told you some time ago, Madame Lagrange has done things that cannot be explained. When I asked her to come here tonight, she said she would under certain conditions.
You mean test conditions?
Not exactly. What she said was that no money should pass between us, and that anything she would do tonight would be honest.
Oh. You wouldn't play us any tricks?
If I do, I'll tell you.
Oh, well, of course. We understand all about spirit rappings.
No.
Yes. Rather. That's old stuff.
Well, what do you think of that?
Well, you have to be near a table or something like that. And then...
Maybe a tray or a disc would do.
Oh, yes. And then in the dark.
Oh, of course, in the dark. And you get one rap for yes and two for no. Ah, they're spirits, Steve.
Please don't laugh.
It went very still. Holy shit.
Is it laughing eyes? Are you happy? Is there someone here you don't like? A gentleman? Dear, dear, a lady. Is it that one? Laughing eyes don't like you.
Marvelous. That's the most wonderful thing I ever heard.
But I don't think
It
that...
couldn't have been a trick. She stood right there, and I watched her hands every minute. Yes.
Well, you watched the wrong end of me. I got a wooden sole in my shoe. I do it with my big toe inside, like this.
Sure,
it's a trick.
Oh, so then...
She's just doing
we
party
get any
tricks.
messages, it'll be...
If you get any messages, well, sir, I'm telling you the truth now. Most of the time it's tricks. But tonight, there'll be no faking. No, I'm a stranger
No
to
faking.
all of you except Mr. Wales. I don't know what house I'm in.
That's quite true.
What, you haven't given her a hint of any kind?
No. On my honor.
Madame Lagrange,
Sir,
I know a man who saw this woman Palladino lift a table just by putting her hands on it.
would someone give me the little card table over there?
Oh, I say.
I suppose this is going to be another fake.
It can be done. It can be done. I don't know if I can do it in the light. But if you want, I'll try.
Oh, please do. You mean without trickery?
I mean, like this.
Oh, she got magnets or something?
Miraculous.
The most remarkable thing I've ever seen.
No, you all
No
know
wonder
what
people
I can
believed in
do.
spiritualism back then.
I can't
All
hold
these
you to
idiot
it, so you'll have to
rich
take my word for it that I
a-holes.
won't. Now I'll go into trance for you if you like. The spirit controls a sweet little child named Laughing Eyes.
Why?
And
Why, it's...
wait! Don't speak.
But I...
No, don't say anything. There's a message coming. There's a mess. No, Laughing Eyes is gone.
Getting something.
It's the unbelievers. Most of you don't believe. It's hard to get messages that way.
You're blocking out the
I
message.
think I might as well go about my business.
I thought she would when she found out she was at Sir Roscoe's house.
Did you know?
Won't you please stay?
Oh, I'm afraid I can't, ma'am. You see, I'm not just myself. I'm not feeling just right.
Really, Madame Lagrange, I'm afraid that under the
there you
circumstances
I'm sorry, sir, but I got to go.
Oh, well, I think it's a shame to bother, and I think she's quite right to
Six
go.
and
You know, that's not
oh,
a trick
okay,
off for
cool.
people of
That
intelligence.
makes sense.
Well, won't you please?
That's a good
I
one, Jack.
mustn't, miss.
But won't you? As a very great favor to me. Please.
Well, miss, since you ask it, I'll stay.
Madame Lagrange, I assure you I'm very interested in the outcome of this seance. And I warn you I shall watch your manifestations very closely.
Do so, sir. I want you to.
And I'm going to ask you to submit to certain conditions.
Anything at all, sir. Anything at all.
To forestall any assistance from outside, I want to suggest that all the doors and windows of this room shall be securely locked.
Yes. And I suggest that we search Madame Lagrange. Oh, that is good.
She's really.
Wow.
Why not? There's no holes in my stockings.
I suppose it's going to be very difficult for you to get results if we're all so antagonistic.
Well, sir, it's up to them. If there's any that wants to communicate with any here, maybe they can reach us. I don't know. Sure, I don't understand you at all. I show you my tricks. Would I have done that if I'd wanted to fool you? I would not. Well, then why can't you give me credit for being honest?
Oh, I don't think any of us doubt your honesty. They're just skeptical.
Thank you, ma'am.
But I don't think we need submit Madame Lagrange to being searched.
Oh, sure, I don't mind, ma'am. That is, if none of you fine ladies will be shocked, seeing plain hand-sewed underwear.
Then will you come with me? I'm sure we won't be
Wow,
shocked.
they're really gonna go
I
check
know
her?
that kind myself.
Do you now, ma'am?
We shan't be long.
Oh, ma'am, would you mind if all the ladies come? Then they'll all be sure I'm not concealing anything.
Will you come?
Smart. That is gonna take us to our first break. Well, we're a third of the way through the 13th chair. What are we thinking so far, Evan?
Thinking it's been 100 years and the girls still go to the bathroom together.
Yeah, wow. Nothing's really changed, has it? Goodness gracious. Yeah, interesting so far, I gotta say.
I wasn't expecting so much of the medium.
No, she just came in and kind of like took charge, and she's been pretty
entertaining.
Yeah, like I really enjoy this whole idea of the medium coming in and being like, yeah, all the tricks. I could sit here, I could do all this hacky stuff that y'all would just make fun of me for anyway. But guess what? This is really what I do. This is how it works. And
I'm usually full of shit, but with you guys, I'll be on the level.
Exactly.
Wink.
Yeah, and I mean, they're gonna search her now, and they're locked in. Everybody's locked in. So
it definitely feels very much like a play.
Yeah.
Feels very stagely.
It does. And I mean, you remember the movie we had last week that was
which also
definitely stage bound. Arguably more so than this, but I mean, even this, like for a big studio MGM film, this is just how early sound movies were. Like, we've seen a couple moving shots, but yeah, it's pretty like stagey, and again, old dark house movies, especially ones based on plays, or they call them locked room mysteries, these kind of things that like obviously it was really easy to do on stage. So it's like, if it's successful on stage, do we really need to change much for the film? And I think we'll talk about some of the changes they made from the play later. Although, Lugosi definitely, his character was specially tailored for him. But we'll talk about that when we see more of him later. But yeah, I mean, I think that I was a little, just kind of the stuffy upper class twits it was kind of boring me at the beginning, and then when the medium came in, it kind of, things got spiced up, I thought. Because again, with a lot of these murder mysteries, it's someone's been murdered, there's a young couple, there's all the other people in the house, and like that's what we were getting. We're getting kind of the same old line up to when she came in, and then the proceedings, I feel like, got really a lot more lively. And I think that the director, Tod Browning, had a lot to do with because that was fun, right? I think he had a lot to do with making that fun. A very experienced director by this point, but apparently he didn't believe in like the supernatural and spiritualism and all that stuff. He actually had a magic and performing background, which I didn't really know too much about until researching today. Tod Browning, again, he's known for Dracula. He's known for he collaborated with Lon Chaney Sr. 10 times, and a lot of their movies were big hits. But Tod Browning didn't make like exclusively horror films, and I mean, again, obviously Dracula, London After Midnight, which is a movie he did with Lon Chaney that's now like the most famous lost movie of all time. That's the one that everybody's searching for that they'll probably never find. He obviously made his mark with big horror movies, but his movies often involved like melodrama, like crime and romance amidst kind of like a entertainment background, which usually was like, he liked the circus. And that was because when he was 16, he ran away to join the circus.
Oh, wow.
He was one of those. You always hear that, and you're like, did anybody ever really do that?
He really did.
Tod Browning was one of those people that ran away to... Now, 16, I think, you at least have a...
That's just called getting a job.
Right, especially at that time. But that's how they would phrase, right, he ran away to join the circus. And so, he ended up actually, at one point, he was a sideshow performer in a carnival. He was like, he would do a buried alive act. He'd be like a hypnotic living dead. Like he, and he was a magician's assistant. Like he very much had this background in carnivals and the circus, which pops up in some of his later films. And a lot of his later films, or a lot of his films, kind of dealt with people who were kind of othered or different in some way. And I mean, again, Freaks is kind of the pinnacle. I don't know, have you ever seen Freaks, Evan?
I have not.
So that's the first, no, sorry, that's actually the second, no, that is the first trailer that we're gonna get tonight. It is Tod Browning directed it a year after Dracula, and it is kind of this very just strange story about freak show performers, sideshow performers, and specifically this little person who is kind of wrapped up in this he's basically seduced by this acrobat who's really working with the strong man to steal all his money. So she marries him and they drug him, but then all the other, sideshow attractions that are friends with the little person, they find out and they make the pretty people pay. But you maybe know the scene that everybody knows from that movie is, or if you ever heard like, "Gooble gobble, we accept you, one of us.
Okay,
Like,
yeah.
we accept you. That's from Freaks. And it's like the acrobat has married the little person, and all the freaks are around the table, and they start doing that, and she freaks out because they're like, "You're one of us," and she's just doing this for a grift. She's not really into, she don't want to be a part of this world.
I gotta see this.
It's great, and it was like caused like a big like uproar when it was released, and it had to be like edited down because they ended up cutting it out, but part of the final like scenes of revenge involves castration. So but even still, what they end up doing and showing is pretty gruesome. But yeah, Freaks is like one of those great films. And Tod Browning very much like it was after Dracula. It was probably one of his last really like big like personal films, and it didn't do well. It was like, because it was too horrific. Like, people were too freaked out by freaks. But it is a really interesting film, and he had a kind of a hard time making it because he was like having nightmares about like all the circus performers that were like acting.
Jeez.
Yeah, I mean, but Tod Browning, you know, he's an interesting character. Like he was an alcoholic, so you get conflicting reports about how involved he really was, and you know, again, he kind of, his heyday was in the silent movie era, and then Dracula kind of put him on the map. But again, he didn't believe in the supernatural. So I don't think Dracula was anything that he was like, yeah, I made I don't think he was like, he didn't make more movies like too many, like he made other horror movies, but they're not supernatural in that way.
Yeah, I mean, you can enjoy supernatural things without believing in.
Well, yeah, I mean that's
ghosts and goblins.
That's certainly true. But you know, I mean, I think Tod Browning was just a very like personal filmmaker in the way of, you know, that was a time where if you were a writer director like Tod Browning was, you were very much like kind of crafting a story based on like the things that were relevant or important to you. And that's why this whole auteur theory came to be, this idea that like, well, the director is the one that they're putting all their these personal touches in it along the way, and it becomes a signature of that director. That's like what the auteur theory basically, bad explanation of it, but that's essentially what that is. And you know, again, Hitchcock is like the perfect example, because you can go through every movie and see, well, this is a similar motif and he does this thing the same. He's, you know, cops are always either buffoons or they're bad guys, and it's because when he was a little boy, he was locked in a police cell by his mother because he was misbehaving, and they convinced the police person to lock him in the cell for like a few minutes, and he hated cops, and so every movie that he did, the cops are always treated a certain way.
Wow.
But that's kind of like in a nutshell what the auteur theory was saying, is that like any director that really had their hands on a movie, like as a writer, director, producer, director, if they like were wearing multiple hats, it usually there were things that they did that you can find commonalities across multiple. I mean, even Ed Wood, you know, you find these things. So Tod Browning is one of those people. He's not just like we've had directors on this show that just, you know, they're just following the script and they're not doing anything crazy, and it's by the book, and they're not treating it as a personal thing. It's just a job, you know? So I think, you know, that's why Tod Browning, we don't hear about him a lot today, but he certainly in his time, he was a big deal. And I think even in the poster for this movie, his name is like just as big as the title, Tod Browning's production. Like now you're like, I don't know who that guy is, but back then, you know, his name carried a lot of weight. And the second trailer we're going to see is for, I guess, the last horror movie that he did. It was one of his final films, 1936, only 7 years after this, called The Devil Doll, which I don't think it involves voodoo. I think it's done, but it's that idea of people being shrunk down to like doll size, and then they're, you know, but I think it's being done by science. And it looks really interesting. I've seen bits and pieces of it before, but I've never sat down and watched the whole thing. But it's got some Tod Browning kind of like hallmarks. We'll watch both of these trailers, enjoy these Tod Browning directed trailers, and then when we come back, we're going to get into the exciting middle of the 13th chair. So stick around. We'll be right back.
My peacock.
Sensational statement by the prefect of police today, it was admitted that Paul Levon, former bank president, convicted of looting his own bank and killing a watchman, escaped from prison 4 months ago.
Thank you 1,000 times, monsieur. You'll never know how happy it makes me to leave one of my dolls in your beautiful home.
There's something in this house. This is an authentic little replica itself. Isn't it?
Rebel! Whatever you are, in God's name, listen and have mercy. I'll confess.
And we are back. So that was the trailers for Freaks and The Devil Doll. And yeah, I mean scary, spooky. Yeah, and yes, that was a man dressed up as an old woman. That was another Tod Browning trademark. For some reason, one of his more famous collaborations with Lon Chaney was a movie called The Unholy Three, where Lon Chaney's a criminal who dresses up as an old woman and pretends to like be this like just friendly old woman who's like runs a shop. And so he's like pulling double duty as this like criminal and this like being this sweet old lady. And that movie's a big hit, The Unholy Three. And so in that movie, The Devil Doll, it's like the exact same getup and the exact same like impersonation of like, oh, and it's like, all right, we know that this is just a criminal pretending to be an old woman. I guess that was a thing back in the day.
I feel like I've seen that trope. Like it's on the tip of my tongue. I can't really remember what exactly I'm thinking.
Yeah,
but where the criminal to try to like hide themselves, like disguises themselves as even not like an old woman, but just like as a woman.
Right.
I feel like it's
Nuns on the Run. Eric Idle. Yeah, it's definitely.
I was trying not to say Monty Python.
Monty Python, yeah. How could you not, right? I mean, that's the front of mind when you're talking about this. Yeah, it's interesting. I think that both of those films, kind of, pretty good examples of like 1930s horror. Like Devil Doll was like came out at a time where they were stopping making horror films for at least 2 years, and then Freaks, just on the heels of Frankenstein and Dracula, it caused a big stir. Like you can't underestimate how big Freaks was. And I mean, even our main our leading lady for tonight, Nellie, the secretary who's marrying the son of the rich people, she was in Freaks as the kind of I think her character's name is Venus, and I don't remember what she's not a sideshow performer, but she does something in the circus and is like falls in love with the clown, but she's in an abusive relationship with the strong man who's cheating on her with the woman who's grifting that's the thing. Like, it's very melodramatic, and that was like more Tod Browning's like speed, like real lives and melodrama. And like you can see why a movie like Dracula like feels like it gets so heavy in the melodrama sometimes, because that was kind of like
that's what he did.
And we'll see more examples later. But and of course, as we continue the 13th chair, which where we left off, this medium has been brought in, I guess, to identify a murderer, right? We had someone was murdered, and this detective is coming in.
Yeah, still waiting on him to get here.
Let me get this straight. They're having a party to welcome this detective who's coming to investigate a murder. Did I put that together right?
I guess so.
Because it seems like a very
rich people just really don't have anything better to do.
Let's get hammered and hound this detective while he tries to solve this mystery. Let's make it that much harder for him.
We're so bored.
That's what it is. Oh dear, I'm bored. We have a ball, I suppose. It's very much these people. My goodness. I mean, to be Brits living in Calcutta, I guess you are just carefree. Yeah, I'm interested to see how Lugosi interacts with this medium, if she's still around. I don't know. Who knows? Because she's getting ready to do something bigger, right? Like they're going to strip her down, and make sure she's not pulling any tricks up her sleeve, and then
she's got no sticks up her sleeve.
That's sticks. Thank you, Evan. That's right. As we learned. Yes. So I don't know. I'm interested to see what she's gonna do, but we will find out.
She seemed very eager to be searched.
She did, didn't she? And she wanted all the other women to come with it too.
You all come get a look.
But maybe it was more out of her own safety. She didn't want to be left alone with this, the rich lady of the house. Who can blame her? Intimidating. No, I think that we're building up something big here. So we'll see what it is. But anything before we get into the exciting middle of the 13th chair, Evan?
So, just thinking about the killer dolls that we saw in that trailer, what do you think? So I saw that and I thought, like, okay, it's kind of silly, but having like a tiny guy, like a tiny little guy with a knife. So would you rather be chased by like a Chucky-sized doll, or like a tiny doll like that?
Oof.
Because I feel like I would almost rather deal with the Chucky size doll.
I was going to say the
'cause you
Chucky
can
size
see
doll
it.
would be easier because it's bigger.
Yeah,
But
I
like
mean,
the
I guess both of them could sneak up on you while you're sleeping, like they did in the trailer. But
the smaller, you think the
easier to hide.
I think so. Well, have you ever seen the film Small Soldiers?
I have not.
Do yourself a favor and watch the film Small Soldiers, because
Okay.
that'll really.
Freaks, Small
But
Soldiers.
so like that's the thing. You're talking about being scared of one little. Imagine like 100 of those things running around, running after you, all trying to.
That's just an allegory for bed bugs.
Well, that's a good point. Of course. Well, on that note, I think we're going to go ahead and get into the exciting middle of the 13th chair right now.
Some sort? Look here, Wales. What are we supposed to do? Ask her a lot of silly questions?
No. I'm going to find out who killed Spencer Lee.
You're going to do what, Edward?
I'm going to try to communicate with the spirit of Spencer Lee.
So that's your reason for bringing this woman here tonight?
Precisely. Have you any objections, Sir Roscoe?
No. Look here, Wales. Spencer Lee was an out-and-out rotter.
Brandon.
It's the truth. His killing was good riddance to bad rubbish.
Wait. Spencer Lee was my friend.
Oh, gentlemen, I beg of you.
You see, Mary, really, it was quite a
Talk
waste
about
of
my
time.
dead friend like that.
Your friend sucks.
Well, I'm perfectly satisfied anyway.
How do you know?
You should be.
Well, I'm glad of that, miss. Did you expect to find trapdoors and fake spirits up my sleeve?
Well, one can never tell.
No. And I suppose mine's the only trade there's any tricks in,
May I?
Well, oh, thank you, miss. Ma'am, would you tell the gentleman to put the chairs in a circle, and I'll be right along?
I hope you'll forgive us for being so skeptical. Come
Right
along,
now,
girl.
There are going to be 13 people there? 12 people there?
I was thinking we had a lot of characters.
We definitely do.
But at least we found out that she didn't have anything
13th.
concealed on her.
Oh, darling, Mother. Oh, I didn't know. I wouldn't have come
See,
here
Clint
for
Eastwood
anything in the
talked to
world.
Mr. Obama.
I wouldn't. They just brought me here, and I didn't know
It's her
where
mother?
it was coming. Now, don't tell
Oh.
her. Don't make me shame you before you find friends. I'll get away as quick as I can.
Mother, don't say that. Oh, there's no shame, darling. I'm proud. Don't ever say that again.
All right, darling. Tell them if you must, but let me get away first. No, I must go. They think there's something wrong. Come along.
I do wish you'd let me tell them.
No.
What? They're enjoying her. Why would they be put off that that's her daughter? I don't. Come on.
Yes, gentlemen, in a circle, I think. I'm sorry, Sir Roscoe, you feel that way about it. Not a matter of feeling. I'm just a little skeptical, perhaps. On the table, I think. Oh. You sit there, Howard? Yes, I'm going to sit down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I may want light. Richard, if I call for lights, give them to me. Don't wait for anything.
Righto, Dad. I'll sit right there.
Well, that wasn't necessary at all. What I should say
Oh,
was
but I assure you she has nothing up her sleeve.
Well. Well, I'm glad you're satisfied, miss. Yes, that's right. That's the way we want it. Now, if you'll all sit in a circle.
Madame Lagrange, will you sit here?
I will, thanks. I will, sir. Now, if you'll all sit down.
Well, how should we sit? I mean, do you want us in any particular order?
Any way at all, sir.
Shall I sit next to you, Sir Roscoe?
I've always wanted to hold your hand, my dear.
Ha 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 ha.
Oh, I'll chaperone them. Will you sit by me, Miss O'Neill?
You know, I'm really getting quite a thrill. So what's the joke, Madame Lagrange?
Well, miss, I didn't know anything would give you a thrill.
You don't like me, do you?
Sure, miss. I'm crazy about you.
Shorty, I want you to put those keys
She
in your
was
pocket.
determined to heckle her
Now, I
before
want
she
you to
even
lock
walked
this
in the
door on
room.
the
I wonder why
outside.
she wouldn't like you.
Now, stand outside the door and don't unlock it until I tell you. Understand?
Yes, Sahib.
Sir Roscoe's kind of doing a lot.
Are you there, Shorty?
Yes, Sahib.
Now I think we're ready.
Edward, wait. There are 13 of us. Oh, don't sit down.
Oh, I don't mind those little
Well, yes,
superstitions.
but what do we do now?
Is that a superstition?
You'll
Yeah,
all
13
join
chairs.
hands.
Oh, that'll be jolly.
If you'll all join hands, and then keep quiet. Now, don't try to think of anything.
By Jove, that'll be easy for me.
Now, we can't get results if you're going to treat this as a joke.
Yes, I think we should do as Madame Lagrange asks. I suppose you'd like the lights out.
Well, you'll get better results that way.
Better reception.
Richard, will you put out that light when we're ready?
Right you are, Dad.
Was
Now, you
Richard not
mustn't
sitting
be
in the
frightened
circle?
If I cry out or moan when I go into trance. I'm not in pain or anything like that. I don't even know that I do it, but I'm told sometimes it happens. Now, sir, you can put out the light.
Oh, there's a hand on my face! There's a hand on my face!
Lights, son.
Look, it's a trick.
I was going to ask you to tie your hands just now, but I thought I'd show you this one first.
Oh, I don't see how you did that even now.
No, miss, I hardly thought you would. Well, you see, miss, things happen in the dark. The sense of touch ain't much developed unless you're blind. When the young gentleman took
Yeah,
his hand
Jack, that
away
was
from
why
me
she screamed
to
like
turn
that.
out the light, I took my other hand from the gentleman there. And when y'all joined hands again, the two gentlemen was holding hands as comfortable as you like. And I was free. Oh, it's an old trick. All the mediums use it. Anyone can do it. No. Now, sir, if you'll tie me in, we'll go on.
We'll see to that. We shall want something strong.
Well, take handkerchiefs. They're strong enough.
They'll do very well. We shall want 3 more.
Here's mine, Dad.
And here's mine.
Back in the days when everybody carried a
Now,
handkerchief.
Madame Lagrange, if you
My
don't
goodness.
mind.
Now,
Richard.
I don't see why you did that just now.
Well, I wanted to make them tie me in.
I guess it makes
I wanted
sense to
you to
always
be
have
sure.
like something in your pocket that you can,
Because I think something's going to happen.
you know.
I feel there'll be manifestations. I wanted y'all to be sure I wasn't faking.
I don't believe all that is necessary.
Well, why
When you're
not
always
if
wearing
they
nice
want it?
clothes,
Doctor,
it's probably good to
will
ask
you check
like
up after me?
Right.
It's true.
There. That's all right. Says that.
Now I'm sure you can't get away.
Yes, so am I.
Now, if you'll all join hands again,
You're
you'll
not
have to
going
reach over
in.
and take my hand this time. No. Now, just keep your minds free.
Yeah, that's right, Aptron.
That's all you have to do. Now, sir. Oh. Oh.
Oh, I can't stand it. I can't stand it.
Be quiet, please. She asked us to keep still.
Nothing else is said. They said, long way off. Bad people, unhappy.
Is this the bird
He's
again?
unhappy. Ned. Spencer? What's Ned? Spencer wants to tell him about the letters and the pain in the back. In the back.
What was in the back?
Ask him what was in the back.
Ned. He wants Ned.
What do you want?
Ned. The swimming pool? Don't forget. The swimming pool.
You mean the time you went in after me when I was drowning?
Spencer says he can't rest. You promise?
Spencer, of course I remember. What do you want me to do?
Find.
You mean you want me to find the letters?
Someone came.
You're trying to tell who killed you?
You know who killed you?
Can we get anything outside of this shot?
He wants Ned.
You want me to ask? Do you know who killed you?
Oh, this is horrible. Horrible.
Quiet, daughter.
Can you tell the name? Quick! Quick, the name! The name! Spencer, can you tell who killed you?
You must keep asking.
Who killed you? Who? Oh!
Wales, is anything the matter? Is anything the matter? Richard, the light. Turn on the lamp. Stand back, please.
I'll take it out.
Doctor.
Autumn in the house. Welcome, Autumn.
He's dead. Oh, it's impossible.
Roscoe, look at your hands. Oh.
Shooty. Shooty.
Come wipe this blood off my hands.
Get Inspector Del Santi if you can. Tell him to come here at once.
Get my handkerchief off of this old medium.
Just as Spencer Lee was.
Just as he was asking.
Pin him down. That's
Just
right.
he was going to find out who killed.
What is it?
Inspector Del Zante is on his way, Sahib. Shall I unlock the door?
No. Not until the inspector tells you.
Roscoe, you know, you had no right to move Mr. Wales' body.
Yes, I know, but we couldn't leave him lying here on the floor. That was a little too much. You see, we were all locked in here.
Now, you ask me.
Just a minute, please.
Shut up.
Locked in? Exactly. You mean as I found you when I came?
Yes. All the doors and windows had been locked for the seance. The servant had the key. I refused to allow him to unlock the door until you came.
So you were in the dark. Wales was stabbed in the back. The lights were turned on. By the way, who turned on the lights?
I did, Inspector. I was sitting there in that chair close to the light purposely, so that we could expose trickery if we found any.
You'd better let me have a look at that knife.
We didn't find
I thought
the knife.
maybe it was two at first, Autumn, but I think it was supposed to be some
everywhere
kind
while we were waiting
of
for
light
you.
fixture. I don't know.
That places all of you under suspicion. Every one of you. So whoever used that knife still has it.
I should think so, undoubtedly.
Now, with the exception of Sir Roscoe and his family, I know none of you. So I'll have to ask. Now, that's rather a gruesome thing there. I think we'll remove it. Will some of you gentlemen carry Mr. Wales' body into another room?
This is Lugosi's Benoit Blanc. That's what this is. My goodness.
I know he's like 47 or something, but I can't believe how young he is.
Right?
Will you
Isn't it
gentlemen take the
crazy?
seat? Doctor, you and I can...
Just a moment. Well, the test didn't work very well, did it? The four of you hesitated. Certainly, you can't all be guilty. Well, we'll have to try something else. Now,
All right,
visualize the
he's
scene a little
throwing
more
things at the
clearly.
wall,
Let's
see what
form that
sticks.
circle again. Of course, this time without Mr. Wales. Won't you all sit just as you were sitting at the seance?
Well, Richard was sitting there, Madame Lagrange was next to him, and I was sitting next to her.
And how were the others placed?
I'm trying to remember. Queer what a jumbled memory one has.
I sat next to you, Sir Roscoe. Don't you remember we joked about holding my hand?
Yes, dear, I remember.
Who sat next, please?
Inspector, I could place them all for you.
If you'll be so kind.
Well, this young lady was there, and this gentleman sat next to her, and this young lady sat next. She was here. No.
Oh, is she putting people in different places?
No, you're wrong there. I was... Oh, no, you're right. I was there. I remember saying...
Why?
Won't you sit by me, Miss O'Neill?
All right.
Her daughter did it?
Why, this young lady.
But something seems wrong here. Oh, no, that's right. I was sitting next to you. Wasn't I?
No.
I'm afraid so, Lady Crosby. Who occupied this seat?
Mr. Wales. I know, because I sat here. And I was next to him.
Thanks. Now, you're all sure that you're at the right places.
But there's some mix-up here, I know. I was not next to Mr. Wales.
Of course you weren't. I don't know what I could have been thinking of. I was sitting where Mrs. Eastwood is.
Oh, yes. And I was next to Mr. Standish and Dr. Mason. I knew I was in the wrong seat.
Then if you ladies will exchange places. Now, I want you all to be extremely careful. I don't want any surmises. Did the messages come for anyone but Mr. Wales?
No, the calls were all for Wales. He kept on saying, "Do you know who killed you?"
Did she mention a name?
No. She gave a long moan. Then Edward Wales continued to ask. He said, "Tell me who killed you. I want the name." Then suddenly gave an agonized scream and cried out that he was hurt. He was dead when we turned on the lights.
Matron is here, Inspector. Thanks.
So they changed before they got there?
Now, one more question, Sir Russell.
I guess it was probably a little bit.
Did you get the impression that if Mr. Wales had not been killed, his question would have been answered?
Yes.
It was well established in your mind that Wales was the only person able to get a message.
I'm positive.
Then he was killed in order to prevent his question being answered.
That's the impression we got.
Undoubtedly.
That leads to the conclusion that whoever killed Wales knew who had killed Spencer Lee.
Turn the light off. We're gonna ask
Well,
again.
there's a police matron in the other room who will search the ladies. Grimshaw the men, one at a time.
A police
Makes
matron?
no difference to me in what order they go.
Well, I have nothing to conceal.
Is that just
I'd
police
rather you
woman?
waited a few minutes, Madame Lagrange.
I'm quite ready.
So am I.
Thank you very much. You need not sit there any long, unless you wish.
Goodness. I've never been so embarrassed in all my life. Never.
Oh, Richard.
Madame Lagrange,
Sir,
there is a question I wish to ask you.
anything at all, sir?
When Mr. Wales asked you for the name, why didn't you answer him?
I don't know, sir. I was in a trance.
Then you didn't hear the question?
How could I?
I didn't ask you that. I asked you why you didn't answer him. Why didn't you carry out your part of the bargain?
I don't know what you mean.
My words are perfectly plain. Why didn't you carry out your part of the bargain?
But there wasn't any bargain.
Your whole seance was a fake. It was not only planned but rehearsed between you and Wales. He thought that a woman had killed his friend, and he told you about it and asked your help to discover the murderer.
I don't know what you're talking about at all.
Perhaps this will refresh your memory. What do you want? Answer. Don't forget the swimming pool. Don't ever forget the swimming pool. Then, Do you mean the time he went in after me when I was drowning? And later, Spencer says he can't rest, and so on, down to, do you know who killed you? The answer to that should have been yes. What did she say?
She didn't answer that question.
The next question is, can you tell the name? And then she was to have told a woman's name. Just the first name. Sir Roscoe, what did she reply to that question?
She moaned and cried, keep on asking, keep on asking.
Why didn't you do as you agreed?
I don't know what you're talking about, Tom.
You don't. Mr. Vale's theory was that a woman killed Spencer Lee, and he was sure that he found that woman. But he dared not accuse her, or even tell me her name. But he knew she would be here tonight. He thought that he can play on her superstitious fears, and that when her name seemingly came from the spirit of the dead man, she would confess. He told Madame Lagrange the name. You agreed to all this. Why didn't you speak the name?
I don't know anything about it. He must have forgotten to tell it to me.
Oh, no, he didn't.
There wasn't any name. He didn't tell me any name.
You came here for that purpose. And after you got here, something happened to make you change your plans. Something unexpected happened. Something unexpected happened. Now, what was it?
Well,
What was
that's
it?
over.
Mrs. Eastwood, what did you say was your first name?
Mary.
Mary. And yours?
Drake.
Sir Roscoe, your wife's given name is? Alice. Alice.
Where is Alice?
Mrs. Trent.
Helen.
Go ask Alice.
And yours, Miss O'Neill?
Helen.
Helen.
Well, you see, I was christened Helen, but my friends call me Nellie.
I see. Helen. Helen.
Helen.
So there are two Helen. Two Helen. Sir Roscoe, when Madame Lagrange first came tonight, did she show any surprise at seeing any of the people here?
I wasn't in the room. I was in the library with Miss O'Neill and my son.
Then Miss O'Neill wasn't in the room when she arrived. So there were two Helens. Everything was going along smoothly until Miss O'Neill came in. The extra Helen. Rosalie Lagrange. What's that girl to you?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Nothing at all. And why did you try to deceive me as to where she sat? Why did you place her so that I wouldn't know she was sitting next to Mr. Wales when he was stabbed?
It was just a mistake. I didn't go for to do it.
I'm afraid that won't do. It is perfectly apparent that the name you were to speak was Helen.
I
What's
love
the use
this.
of lying to me? You tried your best to shield this girl, and I want to know why.
I didn't go for to do it. I never heard the young lady before in all my life.
What's that girl to you?
Nothing. Nothing at all.
Oh, you old harridan, you belong.
alone. Leave her alone.
Yeah, we don't usually get to
I
see
thought
Bela
perhaps
grilling people like
I'll
that.
get it that way.
There, it's all right. It's all right.
Of course, it's all right. We have the fingerprints and...
What?
Well, if you think for one moment I'm going to let you...
Richard, my boy, please. Think. Oh, think nothing.
Young man, don't be foolish. I'm sorry. But it's too clear.
Clear? Glory be, how could it be clear? Inspector, you're never going to accuse my little girl of a thing like that.
He was next to him. She had only to free one hand and strike and then take his hand again.
No, there was something else she had to do before she could do that.
Well?
She had to have murder in her heart. Look at her. Look at the eyes of her, at the face of her. Is the murder there? Man, haven't you got eyes in your head?
Not on either of them, Inspector. I know where it is. Tell the matron she'll find the knife on this girl.
No.
Take her away.
Oh,
Up, please.
Inspector, don't do it. I'll tell you anything you like. Only keep your hands off my little girl. I did come here, like you said. And when I seen my own child, I lost my head.
Yes, Sears, he's knocking it out of the park.
That ain't got me since. I tried to save her, and have only made matters worse. But you've looked at her. You can't think she'd do a thing like that.
Yes.
Being Inspector, you're a fool. And God helping me, I'll prove it.
And that is gonna take us to our second break. Well, we are 2/3 of the way through the 13th chair. What are we thinking so far, Evan?
Well, I'm not quite sure I understand what Lugosi's what he's doing, other than just grilling really hard.
Yeah, he's like, instead of me like privately interrogating each person one by one, I'm gonna do it with everybody in the room.
It's like he forgot to bring Good Cop with him.
I mean, I'm here for it, dude. I'm like
enjoying
completely
it, but...
locked in. Like, again, it's giving Daniel Craig as Benoit Blanc in these Knives Out movies. It's very like, this is the thing. A detective is very much like an archetypal role, right? Like, there's very much like beats that every detective is gonna hit. And, you know, obviously the interrogating is, you know, to what extent can you get a suspect to break? That's always such a thing. But it's so funny seeing Lugosi put into this role when that's just not at all what I'm ever used to seeing, because he's like, he is, like you're saying, he's very forceful, right? Like, in trying to get the answers, it's not sinister, but like, it's that same, like, he's channeling that same energy of like, I could see why maybe Lugosi would get a bad rap for people kind of saying, well, you know, he's just kind of his acting is just kind of like one note, like, for lack of a better way to put it. Like, but to me, like, I feel like I'm seeing him completely relish this role of the detective. Like, how many times have you seen a Lugosi movie where he has this many lines?
Oh,
right?
Gosh, I mean, good point.
I mean, that's the thing. Like,
so often we've seen him be completely squandered.
Yeah, like, I mean, especially that's why I led the pre-roll tonight with those old Dark House movies where he is a butler, he is a red herring, because he's completely wasted in those movies. Like, you have this guy, and he wanted to be doing like so much more. And so it's just funny to see, like, before Dracula, like, you know, rumors went around about Lugosi being, you know, like, oh, he had to, I mean, you know, I think early in his career, he had to phonetically learn lines. But by the time he was doing Dracula, especially on film, like, that wasn't a problem. And so, like, but people give Lugosi a bad rap for, you know, oh, well, he had trouble doing dialogue, or he would, you know, there was this all, like, you know, all these reasons given as to why Lugosi didn't quite, like, escape the typecasting. But seeing him before the typecasting, you're like, all right, he's killing it. I don't understand what the problem is here. Like, you know, yes, there's a intensity to the acting, whether you're playing a vampire or a detective. It's a similar intensity, but it works, you know? It works for the character. So yeah, and it was funny because we like stayed in the same room like that entire third or second act. That was like, it was play. It was 100% like play mode.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to, you know, kind of think that, well, we're going to break out at some point. But no, it was almost like it was real time. We were just in it.
Kind of a bottle episode.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, big time. But I mean, kept my attention. You know, the seance was, you know, I mean, hey, when you end with a murder, you can't be upset with that. And then Lugosi's just come in and he's just
came in real hot.
He's the show, right? Like he just came in like, yeah, I'm the star. I know I'm going to steal this thing. And that's the thing. He's in the middle of the credits, but I think he absolutely knew he was just going to come in and like tear it up. But this was the first time that he worked with Tod Browning, and he worked with Tod Browning 2 more times. Dracula, obviously. And then they worked together in 1935 with Mark of the Vampire, which, you know, obviously Dracula based on very popular book and then a stage play. And so I think Tod Browning was very much kind of boxed, or probably to some degree felt boxed in terms of the story with Dracula. You know, you're not going to turn around and, oh, well, Dracula was just pretending to be a vampire. He was just somebody that liked blood. You know, like you're not, the book doesn't do that. You're not going to do that. But that was kind of Tod Browning's, like, I think to some degree, maybe his whole deal, because so we're going to see the trailer for Dracula, but we'll see the trailer for Mark of the Vampire. But Mark of the Vampire is very much like Tod Browning going, here, okay, here's my version of a vampire story. And it's just kind of a cop-out, honestly. It's actually a remake of London After Midnight. And Lugosi is, he's a vampire. Wink. It's a good movie. And the atmosphere is there. But Tod Browning does the unthinkable. And spoiler alert, the vampires aren't really vampires. They're just actors pretending to be vampires to help this inspector catch a murderer. And so they're using some nearby legend of these vampires to scare the real murderer, and to, like, they trick him into think he's reliving the events of the murder because they've scared him with these vampires. And they found a look-alike actor to play his murder victim. And everybody thinks it's the ghost of the murder victim, but it's not. It's just a look-alike actor that the inspector is hired. Like, it's so convoluted in the way that, like, they say, all right, supernatural, who needs supernatural? This is all mystery. It's all elaborate. But it's a good movie. They pull the rug out from under you at the end. Lugosi hams it up. And Lugosi is the center of this trailer, which is, I do love this trailer because it is Lugosi, like, direct address to the camera, like, talking to the audience and being very forceful and commanding. So we're going to get these 2 trailers for the other Bela Lugosi, Tod Browning collaborations. And then when we come back, we are going to get into the exciting conclusion of the 13th Chairs. Stick around. We'll be right back.
I am Dracula.
A moment ago, I stumbled upon a most amazing phenomenon. Something so incredible, I mistrust my own judgment. Look.
Dracula. The very mention of the name brings to mind things so evil, so fantastic, so degrading. You wonder if it isn't all a dream, a nightmare.
Rats. Rats. Thousands. Millions of them.
But no, this is no dream. This is Dracula, the original terrifying story of a maniac and a man who lived after death, lived on human blood, took the form of a vampire bat, and lured innocent girls to a fate truly worse than death.
Dracula? Oh, what's he done to you, dearie? Tell me.
He came to me. He opened a vein in his arm, and he made me drink.
Let no one leave. Move only at your peril. We will not stop until we have discovered the vampires who seek the life of this beautiful girl and her lover. Watch out! They may be hovering over you, or you, or you! Danger stalks through the night. No one is safe.
Their fury would follow us to the ends of the earth. No, we must destroy them all together.
Scourge of mankind, they shall be found. I hereby summon to this place next week every person within the sound of my voice. You shall be judges of this eerie conspiracy. Here we shall meet Lionel Barrymore, Elizabeth Allen, Bela Lugosi, Jean Herschel, Lionel Atwill. Mark of the Vampire.
And that was the trailers for Dracula and Mark of the Vampire, which, yeah, the trailer for Mark of the Vampire makes it look like a great vampire movie, which makes the ending like all the more frustrating. But it's just, and again, I hate if I've spoiled it. It's still worth seeing. Like, don't get me wrong, like, because it's, but it's confusing because even the whole vampire story is like, it's rumored that like the vampire that Lugosi's character is supposed to be playing had some kind of incestuous relationship with his daughter, who's the other vampire. But they're really just actors. So like, why did that even need to be part of the backstory? I don't know. That was apparently something that the production code people had a problem with, and it got cut. But like, I'm like, don't even know how it makes sense if the story didn't, you know, what it. Because that's the thing, they play all the vampire stuff.
Unnecessary incest.
Yeah, like they play all the vampire stuff as is absolutely real, and you find out at the end it's actors, and you're like, well, they wouldn't have even been pretending to be vampires during this point. Nobody's watching. The killer wasn't watching them do this thing that happens or that thing. they're just out there doing it.
Committed to the bit.
And so that beautiful movie, definitely like in some ways a better movie than Dracula, because I think Tod Browning's heart was in it a little more. But the story is not, it's because it cops out on the supernatural. Like Dracula, you cannot cop out on the supernatural. You're locked in. So Tod Browning, when he decided he was going to do his vampire story with Lugosi, turns out Lugosi's not even a vampire. And again, Lugosi only played Dracula 2 times officially on screen. So it's, he played other vampire Dracula types, but
Tod Browning didn't direct Abbott and Costello Meet.
No, he was well retired at that point. Alcoholism had kind of gotten the best of him by this point. I mean, he directed his last film in 1939, and he died in the 60s. So there was like just a good bit of time where he just was retired, and it certainly would have been a different film directed by Tod Browning. Like, that's a weird thing about Tod Browning. He's referred to as, like, I saw some things today that were calling him like the Edgar Allan Poe of cinema, because it was macabre, but it was like romantic, and there was gothicness, but it was American, and so there was there was just a flavor to his work. And then there's Dracula, and that kind of like, I think.
Yeah, well, talking about like just like the hallmarks, the trademarks of Tod Browning. I've only seen Dracula and now this.
Mm-hmm.
So in Dracula, are there any like telltale things?
To me, what I find familiar through this movie, Dracula, and then like even seeing the trailer for Mark of the Vampire, it's like, and maybe this is just how those movies were at the time, but all of Tod Browning's movies have this kind of boring romantic subplot, right? Of like, there's this, like, it's got a big cast, but then there's this younger couple that you're supposed to care about, but they're not the most interesting people in the movie. So you just like again, in Dracula, obviously Jonathan and Mina, they're a little more above the cut of some of the, but like the couple in tonight's movie, like our woman who's the daughter of the medium, like that's why she's interesting. But then the son of the rich guy is just kind of like, don't you accuse my girlfriend of murder. He's just kind of a prop. Like, he just doesn't feel like distinct.
Well, we've had, maybe in some of like the Poverty Row things that we've seen, like that like kind of cardboard cutout protagonist. Do you think that Browning was kind of like a pioneer of?
No, like I think you're making a good point. That's very just a cardboard cutout kind of a thing. I think that is the truth. So I don't know. I don't know if it's the way that he focuses on it. I don't know. There's just some similarity I see in the way, and I can't place my finger on it. But again, I think it's more in the subject matter. I mean, again, that idea of dispelling the supernatural, like that's even in Freaks. Like, something crazy happens at the end of Freaks that, like, it can't be supernatural, but it's obviously beyond the pale. Like, however what happened, like, it's took some kind of craziness, but it probably was practical, not supernatural. Like, that's what the movie implies. And so, I think that's the thing. Like, in a lot of his other, like, his Lon Chaney movies, like, Lon Chaney would usually play a criminal or someone who's a misfit. He's disfigured. Like, I think there was a movie Lon Chaney did with Tod Browning where he had no arms.
No arms?
There's, like, a scene where he, like, smokes a cigarette with his feet. I think he probably had some leg doubles.
Okay.
There's a great shot. This is kind of unrelated, but this is can maybe say it's a Browning hallmark. There's a great shot in Freaks of this performer who has no arms or legs, and he rolls a cigarette with just his mouth. And Tod Browning is like, you're up close on it, watching him kind of just like move his body side to side and like move his head and his mouth and like get this cigarette together. And then, yeah, I mean, you know, like, so I don't know. There's definitely a focus on like bodily injury, deformity, and again, I've only just scratched the surface of his filmography to really understand, but you know, again, when you come from like a circus background, you know, I think that's really like informing a lot. I think he saw a lot of like shit, you know.
I'm sure you do. You run off and join the circus, you probably see a lot of shit.
Yeah, at that time, absolutely. So yeah, I mean, I again, Dracula is like not held up as one of his better movies. Like, people often point to the directing of Dracula as one of the weakest parts of the movie, and that, you know, it's accused of being kind of stagey, like this is, in being like very static. And
I can see that, yeah.
And what doesn't make any sense is the cinematographer who filmed Dracula, he's kind of known for wanting to do a lot more with the camera. And so it's like, well, Tod Browning didn't. He liked things static. He didn't like a moving camera, apparently. But then they were also saying that some people were saying Tod Browning wasn't really directing, and he was leaving the cinematographer to do it. So if the cinematographer was really directing, wouldn't he have done whatever he wanted with the camera?
It's true.
So it just, you get conflicting stories about how in it he was with Dracula, but you know, again, his alcoholism was always a problem in his career. But it's, again, I think tonight's story is more his speed. Fake medium, you know, showing you that spiritualism is fake, but also there's a real murder and someone's got to solve it. Yeah. That's very much Tod Browning's speed. And I forgot to mention, you know, again, this play, it's, you know, it was adapted once before this, 1916 play. The role of the medium was originated on stage by actress Margaret Wycherley, who is playing the medium here. So they got her, you know, they got the original stage act, because this ran on Broadway. So like Dracula was like a big hit on Broadway. And so, and it's funny because Wycherley, Madame Lagrange, she was also married to the playwright. They divorced before this film, so, you know, but she kind of had an in with, you know, the parts. And again, there's a staginess to the acting that we've seen. It's definitely suffers from that like stage boundness. You just can't escape it, I guess. But it's got me. I want to know who the murderer is, and I want to see
where they're going with it.
I want to see if Lugosi can solve it, or
can he prevent. We're gonna get another. I really am just waiting for them to turn out the lights again and somebody else to get stabbed.
That would be nice. We'll see. Who knows? Well, if you got it queued up over there.
Yeah, hang on. Let me get synced up over
here. Without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into the exciting conclusion of our season 16 finale presentation, The 13th Chair, right now. Who's that?
I don't know what in the world possessed that woman to come here.
Rabble
I
roll.
can't. I don't know why you ever allowed this woman to come in the house. A lot of fools, a whole lot. Is he still there, Howard? Yes. And I hope he takes root there. I hope he grows there like a berry tree. It's a beastly outrage. Here we are, searched and held prisoners like common criminals.
Brandon, I don't think...
Father,
They've searched Nellie and found nothing. Can't you insist that they release her from that room?
I'll see what I can do, Richard.
Oh, please.
Richard, where is her mother?
I don't know, Mother dear. I inquired, but they'd only tell me to come here and wait until I was wanted.
Oh, God, show me the way. Sure, I've been a faker all my life. I've tricked him and fooled him. But honest, I never knowingly done harm to anyone.
Spirits, I know I bullshitted a lot, but if you could come through just this
Come
once,
to me before.
it really helped me.
Oh, God, give it to me again. To save my little girl.
Give me the shine just one more time so I
For
can
your
save my
son.
little girl.
Amen.
I understand, but is it absolutely necessary to keep her locked in that room?
Who turned off those other lights?
I did, sir.
Why?
Well, sir, I was praying.
Praying. What for?
Guidance.
I hope you get it.
I will, sir.
Take her to the matron and have her searched. Unless, of course, you want to give up the knife. Now.
I got no knife. And I been searched once.
Exactly. But then you were allowed to come into this room. We're rather anxious to know what you found while you were in here.
Sort of a comfort, sir. A feeling that the innocent had come to no harm.
Take her to the matron. Take her out of here.
I'm going.
This is the most aggressive I've ever seen.
Yeah, seriously.
You wanted me.
Yes, sit down, please.
My dear girl, I'm
Roscoe,
so sorry.
if you caution her in any way, you will be interfering with this investigation.
I beg your pardon.
No lawyer for you.
Say, Ellis, what happened here at the window?
No woman lowered the blind and stood gazing at the sky.
Throw anything out the window?
No, Inspector.
Now then, young woman, let's hear what you've got to say.
I've already told you there's nothing that I can say.
Well, you'd better make up your mind to talk. Now, out with the truth.
She'll out with nothing. You say you got the fingerprints of the girl that was in Spencer Lee's rooms. Well, you got me Nellie's fingerprints. Why don't you compare them?
Mother.
What were you going to say?
Nothing.
Inspector, the fingerprints compare perfectly.
That's a lie.
Sir Roscoe,
Here's
we've
his
taken this
fingerprints you
young woman
guys were
missing.
talking about.
There's the cup which we took from Spencer Lee's rooms. Her fingerprints are on that cup.
I never touched a cup.
Ah, thanks. I know that.
Then you said that just to trap her.
There are no fingerprints on the cup. We merely wanted her admission. She was there.
Nellie, look at me. Look at your old mother. Well, and what if she did go there? She'd a good reason for it. What did you go for, darling?
I can't tell you.
Nellie, dear, you must tell me. Dear, listen. You know that I trust you. You know that we all love you. Now explain to him, dear.
Well, I'm waiting.
I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything.
Yes, my dear, we know that. But why did you
Yeah.
Did you know Spencer Lee?
Oh, of course she didn't, Father.
Why doesn't she speak for herself?
Because I'll speak for her.
My dear, can't you answer even that question?
Dear, don't you see what they'll think if you don't? Nellie, you must tell me.
Nellie, you're shielding someone.
No.
And that's
Nearly.
the first lie you ever told me. I want to know who you're shielding. Tell me who it is.
Please, dear.
Yes, you're a sweetheart. Make her tell.
Dear, you must.
Richard, I can't.
My dear, even if you are protecting someone else, I think you ought to tell us.
Break her word, is it? She should not. Sure, there never was an O'Neill yet was an informer. Sure, she needn't tell. I know it myself now. It's blind I've been. Yo.
It's taking a long time to get over here.
You're the one that found out there was two Helens. The extra Helen, says you. Here, send for the other Helen and ask her. Mother, stop. Stop, is it? I will not.
Yeah, of course it's the other Helen. Did we forget there were two Helens?
Because if she did, we can't accept that sacrifice. I want to know the truth. Did my daughter send you? Did you go for my daughter?
Yes, I knew it.
My daughter sent you? What for?
Some letters.
Why didn't she go herself,
She
dear?
was afraid.
Go on. Tell him, dear, it's all right.
Why, I don't know what to say.
Why not tell the truth?
That's what happened, dearie.
Being so
Nothing happened.
facetious.
They were just some silly letters that Helen had written Mr. Lee before she and Mr. Trent were married. You see, Mr. Lee knew that Mr. Trent was terribly jealous, and he threatened to send the letters to him if Helen didn't come to his rooms. Helen confided in me, and I went to Mr. Lee. He said that he loved Helen and was desperate. It seemed like a funny kind of love, but I didn't tell him that. Then he gave me the letters.
Was it before or after Mr. Lee ordered tea?
After.
My compliments, young lady. That was beautifully done. Grimshaw, get Miss Trent.
All right, Inspector.
You don't believe? Not a word of it. Not one word. She wasn't protecting your sister. She was protecting herself. She went for the letters, of course, but the tea was served before she asked for them, not afterward.
How do you know that?
The butler wouldn't serve tea to a man she had just killed. Why, she was engaged to you. And he had compromising letters she had written to him. So she went to get those letters. And then, when he wouldn't give them to her, she killed him.
Yes, Inspector?
Cool.
Did you ask this girl
Okay,
to go to Spencer
Pacino.
Lee's room to get letters you had written to him? Did she? Did you, Mrs. Trent?
Certainly not.
Why, Helen, I...
Still. Are you sure? Of course she's sure. Will you please answer my question?
I never wrote a letter to Spencer Lee in my life. I don't know what she's told you, Inspector.
Never mind what you
Trent.
told me. I want to be very sure of this. Did you ask this girl to go to Spencer Lee's rooms?
No.
She had no letters of yours?
No.
But Nellie didn't know Spencer Lee, Helen, and you did.
How about that, Mrs. Trent?
I think Nellie knew Spencer Lee. I hadn't seen him for months. He used to come here a good deal. He wanted to marry me, but I didn't like him. And I certainly never wrote him letters of any sort.
Thank you, Mrs. Trent. That is all I want to know.
Helen, you're lying to save yourself. You've got to tell the truth.
Richard,
She is
dear.
telling you the truth.
She's not.
Richard, wait. Please. I'm sorry, Richard.
But, Father, you don't believe...
No, dear, I don't. Inspector, do you need us any more?
Not anymore. Thank you.
Thank you.
Grimshaw, take her to police headquarters.
No, not my Nellie. Inspector, I wouldn't do that if I was you. I know who done it.
You know who was it?
I can't tell you yet, but I will. Give me a chance. Give me time. Give me an hour. Keep them all here in the house. An hour more.
I'll give you 10 minutes.
God,
So
he's just
aggressive.
so pulling out the power moves, dude.
Won't you take them off?
I love it.
Please.
All right. Go away, please. Come.
So always got to have the upper hand. Oh, you want an hour? How about 10 minutes? Damn.
Said I knew who done it, but I don't.
Got 10 minutes to come up with somebody.
Short laughing eyes. You're no good to me now. We've faked all our lives. Now when I want the real thing, I got nothing at all. If only I could get a real message. Laughing eyes. Laughing eyes. Are you going to lift me, baby? For your scheming, cold-hearted murderer.
No.
I didn't do that. I didn't do that. It's come. After all these years, a real message.
It's just.
I was thinking the same thing.
Believe and trust that I'm to be sure. Glory be.
Oh!
The knife.
Didn't we? That's what we came down from. We're like, is that a microphone? It was the knife.
Not twice, but you didn't hear
I
me.
think.
I heard you. That was a message, just the same. Inspector, I got to speak to you alone. I got to. You must let me. You got to let me.
Very well. The constable outside has orders to arrest anyone leaving this house.
I love he delivered the line as he's
What
closing.
did he mean, a message?
I don't know, dear.
He's just adding so much
Please,
gravitas to every
Do
line,
what I ask.
milking it for all it's worth.
Give me a chance. Then, if it don't work, you can take me Nellie and lock her up. Please, Inspector. I know my Nellie'll do it. Let's see if the other one will.
What you're asking me to let you do is insanity. It's unheard of.
Inspector, please. Don't you see? I'm drowning. And I'm snatching at the last straw.
I hope you will. Grimshaw, go with Madame Lagrange and do what she tells you.
You can't mean it, Inspector. Why, what she's asking is too horrible.
Do what I say.
God bless you, Inspector. And you'll bring him right along?
Yes.
The brazen.
Wait, no, stop. Oh, what a terrible cut. Oh, that was awful.
All right, we're all just gonna
I
start.
say, Inspector, you're most welcome. Can we all go now?
So they just cut the audio where you hear action, and they just left all of them just sitting there
You have
waiting.
the guilty party. Is there no end to this red tape?
Thank you, Mr. Trent. Your assurance that I have the guilty party gives me great relief.
I've never been so annoyed. I've never been so annoyed all my life. Never.
Oh.
I guess that's all right, isn't it?
Yes, sir, that's all right. Now, don't be worried. You go back to Nellie.
Are they propping up his body? They're just so fucking self-absorbed.
Now will you all do as Madame Lagrange asks?
Now, if you'll all take the same places.
Look here, everyone. We should refuse to continue this tomfoolery.
Tomfoolery.
Outrage, Sir Roscoe must
You got some kind of tomfoolery
Inspector,
going
is
on.
this necessary?
Quite necessary.
Dead body.
Your demonstration is unnecessary.
Unnecessary? Unnecessary? I say, sir, that's the dead body of Edward Wales.
Inspector, this is a little too much.
I'm with
Too much.
Lugosi. That was unnecessary. This display is unnecessary. I'm gonna start using that.
The innocent need have no fear of the dead. No. If you'll all sit down.
Will you please be seated?
Yes, Sears. Yes, she is.
I resent the whole proceeding. Much too far for my...
Oh, this is horrible. Horrible. Father, must I sit here?
Inspector, is it necessary for my daughter to sit there?
Yes.
Why not? The innocent.
My
need
daughter
have
has
no
to.
fear. My Nellie will hold his other hand. Now, Inspector, if you'd please close the door.
Oh, this is...
I say, we're not going to sit in the dock with that, are we?
Oh, this is dreadful. Dreadful.
No.
It's fucking...
If you'll
That dude is
all
the definition
join
of the word
hands.
nitty.
No, just keep your minds free. That's all you have to do. Now, sir, you can put out the light.
Oh, this is horrible, horrible.
The message has come. You that hiding, come out. You that skulking,
Demons, come out.
come out. I call on the spirit of Edward Wales. I call on the spirit of Edward Wales.
Hook up a key higher.
Trying to reach you. I am far away.
Yeah, you are far.
That's Wales' voice. And Wales is dead.
I come a long way.
Mother,
And
he's moving. Oh, I can't stand it. I can't stand it.
Arms higher.
Mother, he's taking his hand away.
Look.
The rigor set in.
Mrs. Eastwood, Mary, my hair! You're touching my hair!
Clutching hand.
That.
I'll take him away!
The pointing hand.
She say she did it?
Oh.
Grimshaw. Yes, Inspector? Get ready to take down Miss Eastwood's confession.
No!
You believed Wales was the only one who could get the message from Spencer Lee. You killed Wales to prevent that. Yes, and you killed Spencer Lee. Why?
I had to. I had to. He deserved it. Oh, he deserved it. Everyone thinks that my husband has gone to London on business. But he hasn't. He found out about Spencer and me. Oh, and he left me. I was there with him that day in his room when Nellie came. Oh, the beast, the rotten beast! Knowing that I was there hiding, he tried to make love to Nellie. Then she left. I went crazy. I went mad. I grabbed a knife from his desk and I stabbed him. I killed him. Oh, that's enough. Please. You don't have to know anymore. You don't have to know anymore.
How's that for a confession?
That chair. Where's Richard? That chair was empty when I turned on the light.
Sure, sir. 'Twas Mr. Richard put the cane in poor Mr. Wales's sleeve so he could point his arm in the air. Lily, darling.
How does that answer his question? Where is his son?
Excuse me, sir. Father, I lied about Nellie. I lied about those letters.
I know, my dear.
You're a terrible liar. Acting?
Oh, Nellie.
Last night, are they going to live happy ever after? Remember, it's 2 raps for no and 1 for yes. I love you so.
Well, that was the exciting conclusion of the 13th chair. What did we think, Evan?
I think Sears raises the perfect comparison. We've had a week for crazy overacting.
We really have, like at the last minute, just like,
Everybody
I
goes
can't
nuts.
take it anymore. Yeah, you gotta love that manic, like when the person who's been asked to just reach such a peak of mania that it doesn't track with anything that they've done up to that point with their character. But that's the direction they've been given, and so that's their shot, and they go for it. Did I expect it to be her? No.
Nah?
No.
Oh, they got me.
But I don't think that's necessarily a good got, because it's just kind of like, and it was this person that you never would have expected till she tells you, yeah, it was me, here's why.
Yeah, any one of those rich people could have gone nuts and
Right.
it was me.
Right. And she was like not the most comic relief, but she was certainly kind of played more as like comic relief than any. She was definitely never played as a suspect, which, I mean, again, that's part of trying to trick you, is like, oh, well, it's this person you'd never suspect.
Oh, it can't
like,
be that.
Well, you didn't give me any reason to not suspect. So that always kind of frustrates me when they're like, you know, it's the comic relief. And it's like, well, yeah, you never given me any reason to think they were anything but comic relief. So when you tell me, it was the comic relief the whole time. It's the man who's been missing for 14 chapters.
We're talking about the Whispering Shadow again.
Oh, yeah, we're gonna all the serials. This is what they do, man. That's just, it's just so. I guess that's just the norm back then. But I don't know. I think it was enjoyable to watch Lugosi just.
If nothing else, Lugosi was a treat.
Oh.
Just watch him cut loose.
Yeah, we've never gotten to see him.
Loose cannon cop, Bela Lugosi.
He did great. He played it perfect. I mean, and, there was no good cop to equal him out. Like, that other cop came with him, and the only time he came in was to, like, show him the fingerprints. No balance. Like that's the thing is, a lot of times in these murder mysteries, a detective comes in, they're not, like, stealing the show.
Right.
Lugosi stole the show, 100%. I mean, the medium, after the murder, the medium kind of lost her edge a little bit. Lugosi was just,
He filled the space.
He really did, big time. And again, so it's just kind of it leads you to think what could have been. If he wouldn't have been typecast, would he have just kind of continued to get roles like that and be this very, like, forceful actor, but, obviously not really, like, a monster, the vampire.
Right,
not
the villain.
But, I mean, that's the thing, like...
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like...
Fat fingers, sorry.
I mean... of course, I wish that we could have it both ways.
Right.
That we would have so many more films where he is properly utilized.
He just always got
potential.
work. Yeah. But we didn't. No. I mean, that was the thing. It was after Dracula, he was viewed as being good for really one thing, as opposed to just, this guy's a great actor.
Yeah,
Let's
he's
give
not
him
just a set of eyes.
Right. Which,
he's
again,
a whole personality.
Probably first Lugosi movie that we've seen where the camera's not even come this close to his eyes.
True.
So
That's true.
I mean, again, he just was...
Didn't even need it.
Didn't need it. You're 100% right. Did not need it. He was operating off pure charisma. And, I mean, again, just very much, like, playing a great, like, interrogating detective. Like, again, I keep going back to the Knives Out Daniel Craig, like, comparison, because it's just so, like, that's the modern day representation of your classic detective, who's just so much smarter than everybody else. He seems kind of simple and peculiar in certain respects, but then once you give him time, after he's dawdled enough, or in Bela's case, been facetious enough, he's finally like, all right, let me tell you what really happened. And Lugosi had a couple moments tonight where he really, like, he's like, oh yeah, you're telling me this is what happened? This is what... No, this is you. Like, throwing the finger point around, like,
throwing that eyebrow.
What was the one thing he did? He like threw both his hands forward, like, yeah, and murder. It was great. Yeah, like, I mean, again, taking the same energy he'd put in the performance of a vampire and putting it in a police detective. Like, we missed so much. We missed out on so much potential.
I feel like I'm viewing Dracula, the film, through a different lens now.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, well, just listening to what you've said about Browning.
Yeah.
I almost, like, I kind of wish that Dracula was freakier. That, I mean...
Would you say... Sorry, not to interrupt your train of thought.
No,
Would you
go
say
ahead.
the Spanish version is freakier?
Ooh, is it freakier?
Because the thing about because I think the Spanish version, there's a little more flair, right?
Yeah.
And again, they had a goal. They wanted to go big. They wanted to go bigger than, and Tod Browning was just kind of like checked out. So let me ask you more broadly, do you find the Spanish version, you find it superior to I mean, I know in some respects yes, in some respects no, but generally, I know that's tough.
That's a hard stance to take publicly, but really, like, in my heart, yeah, kinda. I think, I mean, if nothing else, just like the added runtime just gives the film so much more time to breathe.
Right.
And it doesn't feel quite as I don't know, like quick and static.
Well, and that's the thing, it's that static nature, which I think there was a longer version of the English film that got cut, and the version that we have now is just a kind of a more quickened, tightened cut. But
which is unfortunate. That happens like with a lot of these old movies. Even was it one or two of this season?
Yeah,
like that, right? The cut down.
Yeah. I mean, Drums of Voodoo.
Yeah.
That was a huge one because
of
we
course,
missed the whole third act.
They cut the ending out.
And I mean, again, we, at least for that movie, we know there's a longer print out there, but like, I don't know that there's a longer print, or that there's a existing print of the longer version of Dracula, which is just kind of sad because, and this is going to sound kind of weird, but like, when I was a kid and I had these movies on VHS, I'd look at the back of the box and this would be like after I'd seen the movies. I'd look at the back of the box and I look at the runtime and think, man, like 72 minutes seems short. Like, you think maybe like there's another 10 to 15 minutes of this movie out there
that's so funny
that we're just not getting,
that occurred to you even as
a kid. Yeah, I was like, I just feel like maybe there's something missing. Like, and yeah, especially these like early 30s horror films. They're like, after the production with the movies that were pre-code, like definitely got cut up post-code. And in the 90s, you had restored versions of Frankenstein. I don't know if Dracula had as much cut, but like for Frankenstein, it was like the scene of the little girl being thrown in the lake had been cut during the code. And then in
well, wait, if they don't do that, why do the villagers chase them?
Right, exactly. They just he killed Dr. Waldman. How dare he? He was a good doctor. That's terrible. Yeah, I don't know. It's always just funny thinking about how those movies were very much like, those were studio movies. Studio movies were still like at least like over, close to an hour 15, getting close to an hour and a half sometimes. But yeah, this was one that definitely, again, it was a little longer than some of these 30s movies that we've seen even.
Yeah.
So, but it was good, and it kept me interested. And it's just nice to spend some time with Lugosi in a different context, and this was, I meant to mention it earlier. This was an interesting time for Lugosi. He was, he was married 5 times, and like in the lead up to this film being released, he started and ended marriage number 3 within 2 months of this film being released. It was a socialite that he met when he was out in California. I think when he was performing Dracula for the first time, but this San Francisco socialite who was very wealthy, they had kind of this whirlwind romance, and they got engaged quickly and they got married quickly, and then it was over in a few weeks.
Wow.
Or maybe a week even. And Lugosi got the divorce in Reno. So, yeah, just...
That's how you do it. You get married in Vegas, and you get divorced in Reno.
That's reeks of desperation. But, no, I'm sure. It all worked out for him. His next wife after that, he was with for a while. That's who he had his son with. So, it worked out. But... yeah, it's just interesting that, Lugosi's love life was notoriously kind of messy. And as we get into Valentine's Day,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I
Happy
bring it up,
Valentine's,
because
everybody.
I did all that research last year when we watched The Death Kiss, which I think it was maybe February 12th. We were leading up to Valentine's Day, so we got more last year into the romantic life of Lugosi. But yeah, we're getting into Valentine's Day tomorrow. So
in just 5 minutes from where we are now.
Ah, look at that. So in no time. And of course, we'll be celebrating actually with a couple different things tomorrow. We'll have a movie marathon that's going to run during the day, and then we'll have a very special Scream Stream, very scary Valentine coming to you from the Chamber of Horrors, and it's going to be a good time celebrating Valentine's Day with our different attractions from the Chamber, of course. All of our good friends you know and love, Revelio and the Invisible Man and Tommy Falacia and many others.
Maybe a new face.
Maybe, definitely one big new face. You know, we like to go big for the holidays. So it's going to be a lot of fun. That's going to be at 8 p.m. tomorrow. Getting the link up for that. I'll be getting that scheduled shortly. But yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun, and just getting to kind of get into the personal lives and just see different, all different kinds of relationships out there. Single or married, or
or some it's complicated.
It's plenty. Yes, I think that might be a third one for sure. But it's going to be a lot of fun, so you can join us at 8 p.m. tomorrow night for that. And then, this was the end of our season.
Yeah.
And normally we would take a week off from streaming, and then come back to do a wheel of movies, and then the next week start our next season. We're going to kind of flip-flop that around a little bit. We're actually going to do Wheel of Movies next Friday. So, if any of you out there are interested in being contestants on Wheel of Movies, of course, you can email us, screamstreamshow@gmail.com, and that email is on our channel page on YouTube. So if you click About, you can find that email, copy it, send us an email. If you'd like to play, if you're I don't know, what is Trivia of Terror? Or no, what is, thank you. What is, other game. What is Wheel of Movies? We have all of our past games of the wheel up on our YouTube page with a little playlist. So you can go check some of those out. But Alana has played, Fresh Rogan has played, we've had a good time with it. We had Sweet Feet. Yeah, we've had a few different contestants, but the floor is always open to anybody that wants to play. And of course, these are games that are pretty simple. We kind of movie-based categories, but then the questions are more general. You don't have to. It's not trivia. You don't have
to know anything.
Right. It's just how fast can you think under pressure.
Right. That's the hard part.
Right. It's you have 25 seconds to give 5 different shades of blue. I don't know.
Yeah.
And that aren't blue. I don't know. Whatever. It's always harder when you get in the moment and you have a ticking clock. But that's the fun of it. Again, I love a good competition. I
absolutely
compete. We do, yeah. We enjoy that. Trivia Terror has been great for that. So, Wheel is our other extension of kind of bringing the game into your living room.
Yeah, and also, being able to branch out into some other genres we might not otherwise see.
Great point. Yeah.
Every time we play Wheel, we've had comedy. Mm-hmm. We've had We've done mystery.
We've had noir. Noir's
right,
been we've I think we've seen 2 comedies and 2 noirs since we started.
We've got a good
Wheel.
mix. There's usually like a western on the
Yep.
wheel.
Yeah,
There's
I
usually some like crime stuff.
Yeah, I put about 5 or 6 different genres on the wheel. So, and then, 2 movies each genre. And, so if you win, plenty to choose from. And definitely,
Oh yeah, is DOA gonna be on the wheel?
well, not again. We've done DOA.
Oh, of course.
Remember
right.
that? Yeah,
we
that
did.
was DOA was pretty. Remember, it was the dude.
He's dying.
He was poisoned.
Yeah,
and
he only has so much
he's got to
time
figure
get
out
that.
who
It was
did
pretty interesting concept. I like that.
Yeah, it was. That His Girl Friday, Africa Screams, Strange Illusion. I think that's it. But
Some good ones.
Yeah. Again, like Evan said, branching out of horror, the public domain has plenty to offer. So, next Friday at 9 p.m. Eastern. Again, email us if you're interested in playing. It's going to be a lot of fun. And then we'll take a week off after that, and we'll come back in March to start season 17. Yikes. Wow.
Our Sweet 17.
Sweet 17. Wow, why did we not bill this as the Sweet 16? Missed opportunity.
Gosh.
Wonder whose fault that was.
I didn't even get a car.
Damn, really short change. I didn't get anything for my birthday, Dad. Yeah, no. You know what? It's part of getting older is learning to deal with disappointment. No. I will absolutely tell you, this season has not been a disappointment. This season has been a blast.
It's been fun. We've seen some fun movies.
A lot. And even the movies we didn't see ended up being good, right? The movie. Yes, of course, Shriek of the Mutilated. But yeah, it's been a great season. A lot of good movies, good Thursday nights, good trivia, and just be getting back on it in March. So hopefully we'll see all of you then, and again, hopefully see all of you next week for Wheel. But appreciate everybody that's tuned in tonight. Of course, Alana, Sears, Kathy, Autumn, Scott, Old Radios, Abtron, Jack Doobie, Joe Cola, Fresh, of course, Courtney, Lauren, Bees, Jenna, Jack, Samuel popped in here for a second. Bees, I think I already remembered. But really, really, really appreciate you all tuning in tonight. And enjoy your Valentine's Day tomorrow. I hope that it is a happy Valentine's Day. Again, I'll go. Our special is pre-taped. It's not live. So if you are typing in the chat, hey, and we're not responding, it doesn't say live. It won't say live on the stuff. But just wanted to go ahead and clear that up. We'll be out. Everybody will be out celebrating, but
yeah, which we can't say. It's after midnight. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. Spread the love.
I can't make a heart with my fingers. I'm really bad at it. Oh yeah, that's good. Oh, it's still bad. I can't even draw a heart. Actually, that's what my hearts look like when I draw them.
Kind of lumpy.
Can't draw hearts. Can't draw stars. Yeah, you gotta love it. Well, anything before we conclude season 16, Evan?
Let me consult the spirits real quick. So one knock for yes, 2 knocks for no. Will the Scream Stream return? Spirits?
Thank you, Revelio?
Revelio?
Revelio? What? I mean, hey, if the spirits are endorsing it, locked in. Until next season. Sweet screams, everybody.
And to all a good fright.